on what they can do in life. That's crazy, man.
Hey, CT, when you were watching Star Trek as a youngster, did that influence you to want to be an astronaut? And what happened to where your mind left from sailing the stars to being to having a sociology degree? What changed what changed?
And then what changed from that to being a YouTuber?
Just a question. Not trying to bust your balls here. Just a question. somewhere between you watching Captain Kirk and Spock and all that, and sooner or later you got to a point like, let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and get a degree so I could be a welfare technologist.
If Captain Kirk said take the helm, would you take the helm and fly the Enterprise? Would you fly it?
If I had a good pilot who could chart the stars. To answer your question, Black Moses, I was smart. Hold on, Mike. I was smart, but not that smart, right? Yes, watching Star Trek, it did. I was already smart. My dad introduced me to astronomy, and as a kid, I remember the first book that he gave me and my brother, and we read up on the solar system. We learned about the planets in the solar system. We learned about asteroids. We learned about just so many different awesome things about astronomy. And on top of that, I was a big Star Trek fan and big Cosmos fan. And I did good at math. I did absolutely good. I did when it came to taking the state proficiency test at the time, it's called the OGT now. I was one of the only kids in my junior high school to pass the mathematics portion because I took math seriously. At least I thought I took it seriously until I got to college. My college did not have an engineering program, which was one of the first mistakes, right? Now I didn't want to be an engineer when I got into college. Actually, I was really undecided as to what I wanted to do. So I decided to take mathematics. I said, "Oh hell no," because that was a different type of math. It was too rigorous, and I didn't have the discipline. It wasn't for me. It just wasn't for me. I had started partying, and I got a little bit kind of, popular, which is not important at all. And I just didn't study. And what it really boils down to is I hadn't really studied ever compared to the type of load that it actually takes. So this is just a state college. I couldn't imagine doing mathematical assignments at a real college, like an MIT, which I wanted to go when I was a kid, but an MIT, something of that magnitude. And that's what. And
how challenging was it to obtain a degree in Afro-American studies?
It wasn't challenging at all. It wasn't challenging at all, man. But the realistic. The realistically, if you want to get into a field that requires mathematics, right, you have to have actually had grown up in, hour upon hour of studying as even a child. That's why a lot of people don't make it in mathematics or fields that deal with mathematics. Yeah, you think you may know math, but when you actually are in a classroom and I'm talking about at a collegiate level, and the amount of work, the amount of detail, the amount of formulas, the amount of time the workload is too much. TOO. And a lot of people won't admit this. Yeah, Dante's a good guy, man. He's a great guy.
He's optimistic.
He's optimistic.
At best.
But
Yeah,
I'm just
he's
being
optimistic.
realistic here. This is why a lot of people who they go for nursing, they may be great when it comes to certain things, right? As an LPN, but they can never pass the RN portion. They can never pass the test to become an RN, which it's not even that complicated to be an RN. I mean, there's a lot of RNs. It's the math, it's the chemistry, it's the actual science. And when you are not really dedicated to it, it's not going to work out. So that's why,
Well, ain't Lena's a nurse?
I don't know what Lena is. I know she's in the medical field. I don't. Is she? I don't want to speak for her.
She's a CNA. She's a CNA. Let's not sugarcoat it. You tried to say the medical. You said the medical field. Okay, she's a CNA. come back, Lena, and just
So it's even like law. I've known a lot of people who failed out of law, and people who they can form a sentence. They can extrapolate, but when it comes to logic and induction and deduction, they just can't master it. And so that's why you see a lot of burnouts in law school. Like, people who are second year, they burn out. And so when I hear Dante talk about you can be an astronaut, if a kid says they want to be an astronaut, they are already behind the curve anyway. I mean, it's just, first of all, we've only had a few hundred. And then the people who became astronauts, you can look up their background. Where did they go to school? Did they grow up in preparatory school? Did they grow up? Did they go to the best private schools? Did they immerse themselves in math? A lot of those kids grew up in homes where all they did is math.
You pretty much got to be a phenom. You pretty much have to be a phenom.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, I thought I was good at math until I got in that class. I said, "Oh, hell no! Oh."
You didn't want to apply yourself. You didn't want to apply yourself. You dropped the class, right?
Yeah, I did.
And you ended up enrolling in what? Civil Rights 101? That's what you did? Yeah.
But Moses.
Yeah, Dante, here's a perfect example. Man.
But Moses, a lot of people, but you know what I had growing up? I was always funny. I was always funny. I was always witty. I was always able to be a part of the herd, but be heard by the higher ups, which would be teachers. Teachers always, CT, what do you think about this? So I'm applying those same skills to content creation. But here goes the thing. Anybody can turn the camera on and get to doing what I'm doing. But everybody can't be in certain fields, man. And I get what he's saying, man. He's a good guy, man. And he's an optimistic guy. But he's deluding himself by believing this, because if it were true, when you walk into these buildings on any college campus, you'd see blacks, you'd see a lot of whites, but you mostly see Asians and Indians, because they grow up in that shit. I have a friend, I haven't talked to him in 20 years. Man, I remember we were in an engineering program. He's an Indian dude. I looked him up on LinkedIn about 2 or 3 years ago. He's actually in his field that we were talking about when we were teenagers. He was in, he's like a computer. He's not just a computer programmer, but he actually, it's like he's actually doing the actual programming. Like he actually, whatever it is, it's real complex. But he had the brain. When I used to hang out with him, 30 minutes, and then his parents were like, well, he has to get back to math. Yeah. And you can, me, when I was studying math, I went for tutoring on the weekend. Hey, mom, dad, I'm gonna study math. I did it for like an hour. Man, you gotta live that shit, bro. I mean, when you get home from school,
you really 6, 7 environment.
Hours. And so
your environment has to be conducive to that. And most young blacks' environments aren't conducive.
And even just the brain itself, man. Richard, are you familiar with Richard Feynman?
Feynman. Did you say Feynman?
Yeah,
Feynman. Yes.
People said, "Man, you're a genius." He said, "I was never really a genius. I just studied. I immersed myself into studying mathematics." or physics. Man, you got to be dedicated, man, and on top of intelligence. A lot of these, most people just don't have it, just genetically or biologically speaking. So Dante's a good. Go ahead.
And let me throw in something. There.
Yeah.
Your environment has to make things like that, like math and science. Your environment has to make those things fun. And most environments, as far as inner city, Black environments, things like that, aren't the fun things. They're not. Studying math and science, building robots, creating new mathematical equations, that's fun to those environments. That's enjoyable to them. They're not sitting up, man, oh, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this. An environment is created to where things like that are like fun and games. And I just want to know, was your environment like that, Dante? Was yours chaotic to a certain point? I know mine's was, you better do your homework. It don't matter what the homework was, you better do your homework. But my parents, for the most part, didn't join in on me when I was doing homework and try to make something I was learning that was kind of outside the box in school fun. It was about reading, writing, arithmetic. You better go do that homework, and you better come home with good grades, regardless of what the class were.
So because
those environments, those Middle Eastern, Indian, even African, even some African cultures, they make that kind of learning, math, science, all what do they call it, STEMs, all that STEM stuff. They make it fun from the beginning to where it's like fun and game for them, to where like us, it's like work. It's like work that's boring and we don't want to do it. Right. We don't want to do the boring stuff that when we grow up, it can make us successful, more successful than average.
But Moses, even what you're saying, but even what
y'all mean you mean you, Moses.
But even what
would say us, because that's not true.
It just means the whole
you want the young generation to be as sorry as you are. That's the problem. Y'all want the young generation
it ain't got nothing to do. This is the thing. It ain't got nothing to do with being sorry. It's the environment. These environments still exist, and they are the main environments within it. Just look at some of these mamas didn't even graduate school. So how you think they care if the kids graduate from school and do their work? What are you talking about? Sorry, dude. What you talking about? I have a good life.
None of that. But because you didn't accomplish what you wanted to, you want to project that on everybody else.
Yes, I did.
Can I say
what
something?
What did you want to be when you were in elementary school? What did you want to be?
Can I say something real quick?
In elementary, all I wanted to be in elementary school. Wait. In elementary school, I wanted to be a football player. I was an athlete all through school and when I went to college. But once I got to college, and all I wanted to do was be a pretty good businessman. And I think I've done pretty good as far as business and jobs that I've had.
I'm pretty much living how I want to live. Football player when you were in elementary school? Did people?
Hold on, guys.
Nothing. Nobody discouraged me from being a.
Please, guys. Please. Dante.
So why would you discourage somebody else?
Which is actually quite interesting because I got a call from the Foundational Black American Society here in Florida who reminded me that Byron's mother is Jamaican, he is Panamanian, and they found it quite insulting in their words that he would try to claim victimhood of slavery without a single descendant of American slaves in his family.
I like those foundational guys.
They're so good.
Tariq Nasheed and all. I mean, I don't agree with everything, but they've got a perspective. If your family's been here 400 years, and the descendants of a lot of American slaves, our families have been here 400 years. I don't know. I think that gives. I'll listen to you. Like you've 100%. You've got a point of view that is legitimate. I think.
Yeah, and they're unequivocally heritage Americans.
That's for sure.
100%.
They're definitely heritage Americans, if anyone is. And someone rolls in from Ghana and gets an MSNBC slot and starts speaking on behalf of Black people. It's like, shut up, honey. You've got nothing to do with this.
Right.
That's a fair perspective, right? I think.
And so it's good to actually see them call them out for that. That's actually cultural appropriation. Appropriating the struggle of slavery.
I totally agree.
And the struggle of slavery was real. I don't think Republicans ever want to really whitewash that. It's real, right? But for
We're
Byron,
against slavery.
We're against it.
Whether it's in the, West Bank or here or anywhere. Yeah, against it.
But secondarily, to actually go out and try to gaslight us and think that you're just one of those guys that has been here, since the early 1800s and your family was in the struggle too. You're not. And that's a very interesting term that the foundational Black Americans use. It's called tether. They're tethering these tethers like Byron Donalds. They come here literally one generation in, and they try to just sit around and act so folksy that we're all part of the same struggle and we're all down on and we need to fight against. No, you just got here, dude. Like the Haitians, like the guys from Ghana who just got here, you don't get to just be a part of our system and then lecture us about how our country went wrong.
Well,
must be the money. Must be the money. Got to be, 'cause I got what's wanting to be my friend. Must be the money. People I never knew, people I never thought I'd connect with. Oh no, I don't know what it is. Talk to me, check it out. Must be the money. Must be the money that's got them on my side. Must be the money. Must be the money. I'm never going wrong. Must be the money. Must be the money that keeps me looking fly. Must be the money. Must be the money that's got me cruising in style. Must be the money. Must be the money that's got me rolling so smooth. Must be the money. Must be, 'cause I got folks wanting to be my friend. Must be the money. People I never knew, people I never thought I'd connect with. Oh no, I don't know what it is. Talk to me, check it out. Be the money. Must be the money. I've got so much bling. Must be the money. Must be the money. 26 with all this wealth. Must be the money. Must be the money that funds my lifestyle. Must be the money. Must be the money. The party's at my place.
After all, AIDS is a deadly, incurable disease. But no matter how you come to judge Charles Wheeler and his partners in ethical, moral, and inhuman terms, the fact of the matter is, when they fired Andrew Beckett because he had AIDS, they broke the law.
Guys, get the likes up, share the video, guys. Salute to you all. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on for a second, guys. Hold on for 1 second. Here we go. Salute to you all, guys. Positivity is definitely coming your way, guys. Get the likes up, share the video. It's a lot going on the planet today. It's a lot going on in the world. We may see the Ayatollah toppled in Iran, or Iran, if you will. We may see our dear and beloved president, we may live through the greatest governmental change in history in the last 80 years, 100 years. We may possibly see this. The Ayatollah, or the Iranian regime, it looks like it's on the verge of being toppled eventually. Those people want a secular state. Those people have been living under Sharia law for 47 years since the Iranian Revolution, and they want a change. They want to go back to secularism. They want to go back to walking around in bikinis. They want to go back to having their hair all out, drinking in the streets. They want to go back to super fast cars. The Iranian people are not they really, they're really not hyper Muslims, to be completely honest with you guys. Get the likes up, share the video. Positivity is coming your way. I want to also talk about Jasmine Crockett today and her crocodile tears that she had in a committee meeting over the tragic death of Renee Good. I mean, it was a justified K-wording, but it was a very, very sad display of political theater in that swamp that we still call DC. Guys, get the likes up, share the video. Positivity is coming your way at the speed of light, guys. Who else? Okay, let me see who all is in the building for today. Gippy says, happy Monday, Tether. Stay frosty. Thank you so much. Guys, give Gippy a big thumbs up, $.
Must be the money. Must be the money. It's got to be. Must be the money, my friend. Must be the money. Must be the new people I never thought I'd connect with. Oh no, I don't know what it is. Talk to me. Check it out.
And Tucker Carlson, thank you so much, Gippy. Salute to you, man. Positivity is definitely coming your way at the speed of light. And we have Cliff, man. Salute to you, Cliff. Positivity is definitely coming your way. Guys, get the likes up, share the video. We have a great show for today, man. Happy Monday. Salute to you all. I'm sending out positivity to you all at the speed of light, guys. You guys are an incredible audience. I don't know what I'd be doing if it were not for you. Salute to you, Cliff, man. Thank you so much, buddy, for all of your continued support. I want to give a big shout out to Plug in the building with the $3 super sticker. Positivity is coming.
Must be the money. Must be the.
Thank you so much, man. Let me give you a must be.
Must be the money. Must be the money. It's got to be. 'Cause I got what's wanting to be my friend. Must be the money. People I never knew. People I never thought I'd connect with. Oh no, I don't know what it is. Talk to me. Check it out.
What's up, Seven Still? Salute to you, Seven Still. Positivity is definitely coming your way, buddy, at the speed of light, man. Thank you so much for being a super fan. Seven Still says, I literally never miss a show. Salute. Cliff says he's also a super fan. Positivity is definitely coming your way. Damn the Luck says, you still mostly late to this day. Who else is in the building? Morty says, am I a certified super fan of CT? Thank you so much, Morty. Positivity is definitely coming your way, buddy, at the speed of light, guys. Get the likes up, share the video, guys. Positivity is definitely coming your way. DMville, salute to you, buddy. Positivity is coming your way, bud, at the speed of light, guys. Get the likes up, share the video. Amaru says FBA clown, salute. K John says Tucker was talking to CT about his comments about foundational Black Americans and what was being said about Byron Donalds, who probably will become a presidential contender. Who else is in the building for today, man? Let's see. Jason, what's up, man? Salute to you. Sheena, positivity is definitely coming your way. K John says, now this is the part where CT degrees and math, all of that BS doesn't work. Who else? Scam Likely is in the building. Salute to you, Scam Likely. Positivity is definitely coming your way. Tip Bittersweet says, we are about to take over South America and Greenland. It's all going to be America. Trump is not playing. No, he is not. No, absolutely not. I did a video last year on the 16th about Trump taking over Greenland. And I put that video back on public to Bittersweet. So I was one of the first content creators who came out and predicted that this play will come into action. And it seems like it will be. It seems like we will have Greenland. And it's an opportunity for a lot of investment. It's an opportunity for individuals to vacation there eventually. It's a great place, man. I'm not going there. I don't like the cold, but I think that it will be a great place, man, for a vacation spot. Guys, get the likes up, share the video. Positivity is definitely coming your way. D5 is in the building. Let me see. I say that to people now. Positivity is coming your way at the speed of light. Thank you so much, D5. Thank you so much for spreading that love out into the world. Mike says, I seen CT on the beach in his blazer and wingtip. Salute to you, Mike. Positivity is coming your way. Moxie, what's up? Salute to you, Moxie. Moxie says, let's take Canada too, just because we can domesticate those. I'm not going to say that word because of YouTube's community guidelines. Guys, get the likes up, share the video. Positivity is definitely coming your way. Who else is in the building for today? Oh, we have a hater in the building. This one hater says, Rolex says, I don't even expect much from CT's lives anymore. It's boring for the most part, unless a few people join the panel. You know, the fact that you wrote that out lets me know that you're one of my biggest fans, buddy. I mean, if it's so boring, I wouldn't write out if something is boring to me, I wouldn't even care to even use my own energy to write that it's boring. It's like, all right, it's just boring. I'll just turn it off. But you love me, man. You whoever you are, you love me and you love the channel and you are obsessed with the channel. And it's nothing wrong with admitting that, you know, generally when things are boring, people ignore people who are boring. They ignore. When I was a kid, you know, growing up, right, I didn't know too much about golf. I didn't know the rules. It looked like it was boring. It wasn't high impact. So we would just turn the channel. And you know, the idea of writing something about golf or talking about golf to people and to say that it's boring, we didn't have a concept of that because it was boring. So if it's really boring, you wouldn't watch it. You know, it's not that I'm, you know, getting tired of these comments. I'm getting tired of art-hearted people. And this is really art-hearted. It's really to help you more than anything, whoever you are, because you're stupid. You are showing how stupid you are by actually writing this. If it's boring, you just wouldn't come here every damn day. It's just I just don't get this concept. If something's boring, just leave. Go somewhere else. You know, it doesn't make any sense. It's kind of like I'm just over dumb people. And people, you know, I see another hater in the chat saying I'm hurt. I'm not hurt. I'm just tired of art-hearted people. It's just, you know, me coming from higher sophisticated stock, it's becoming overwhelming being around people who are just really low IQ and really stupid. And this is really stupid what you said. It's kind of bizarre and strange, to be honest with you guys. Get the likes up, share the video. Seven Still says, yeah, get up out of here. Yeah, exactly. Why don't they just get up out of here? Lila says, that's true, CT. It really is when you sit back and think about it, man. You know, like if I don't watch boring stuff. It's sort of like people who call in and say that all I do is, you know, make disparaging comments about blacks. Well, if that's the case, leave, man. Okay, go somewhere where they are not making disparaging comments about blacks. Then, all right, go somewhere else, man. Why are you so fixated on this little small channel on the corner or the outskirts of YouTube? Just go somewhere else, man. I would go somewhere else if I were you. I wouldn't come over here at all if I was so offended. Like, how offended? Here goes my thing. How offended can you really be? You know, if you keep coming over here, hey man, I'm not gonna go into my crazy, bizarre examples because I'm trying to remain within YouTube's good guidelines. But I just don't go places that, you know, for example, man, I don't like dive bars. I don't like low end restaurants. Right? It's just not my thing. Right? So I don't go there. I don't want to go somewhere and the floor is sticky. It's people hoovering over food. I never go to buffets, right? I don't go to places like that because it doesn't feed my energy. You know, I just don't go there. So just leave, man. I don't get it. Just go somewhere else, man. You know. Guys, get the likes up, share the video, man. Who else is in the video? Gippy says it's like a slow motion train wreck, CT. Can't look away. Maybe you're right, man. I don't know, man. I have no idea. Mike says, CT, they hate us because they ain't us. Hater Cell says when CT leaves or turns off the camera in the middle of the show, it's because he's crying. That didn't hit. That didn't hit, buddy. That didn't hit. That didn't hit. That really didn't hit. You're normally funny, but that really didn't hit. Mike says dive bar. It's a great analogy for the pits of YouTube. Sheena says, if you don't like the channel, I can rearrange for you to stop coming over here. Yeah, I mean, look, Sheena, there are millions of channels on YouTube. There are thousands of different topics. You know, you can go somewhere where they are just talking about the iPhone 15. You can go somewhere and they are, you know, talking about hinges on a door. You can go to some YouTube channels and people are live streaming in the woods, chopping wood and building a cabin. Why come here if this channel is so boring or deplorable? I just don't get it. I don't get it, man. And I will keep on, and I'm gonna use my famous analogy, man. You know, I don't watch gay. I gotta be careful because of YouTube. Excuse me, YouTube. I don't watch do funny porn. One, because I'm not a do funny, and two, to me, that's an abomination. Watching two dudes tearing each other up. I just wouldn't sit there and watch it, Sheena. And I for damn sure wouldn't sit there and watch it and complain to reach out to the producer, reach out to the director, reach out to the writer of the scene. Oh, you know, what kind of crazy stuff is? I just wouldn't care to do it. So I really don't understand it at all, man. It's really fascinating. It's really it's getting to the point where it's just fascinating at this point, man. You know, to me, that's it just really is bizarre. You know, it's almost like you are into whatever you believe is going on over here. So maybe you're into this stuff, man. You know, if this is so deplorable, maybe you're into deplorable behavior. I have no idea, man, but it's really, really bizarre. Guys, get the likes up, share the video. Positivity is coming your way. Hater Self says it's suspicious that you love using the do funny analogy, CT. Hey, believe what you want to believe, man. I don't really care at this point. Guys, get the likes up, share the video. Positivity is coming your way. Albert, all the way from Kenya. Salute to you, buddy. Positivity is coming your way. Happy New Year. These people don't matter. Their opinions are like farts. They stink up the place, then dissipate with no consequence. Get the likes up, guys. Get the likes up. Get the likes up, guys. Yeti says, way to clean it up, CT. Yeah, I mean, at this point, you know, it's not for me. I mean, I've had haters for pretty much all my life, but particularly on YouTube, I've had haters for years on YouTube. But I'm just getting to the point now where it's like, are you just retarded? Like, I just couldn't fixate on something. Listen, I've had people, in my life, right? I've had people say, you corny. Well, if I'm so corny, why you pay me? I wouldn't pay attention to a corny mother effer. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't pay attention to somebody who's corny. I just couldn't do it. You know, it's a weird type behavior, man. It's getting strange at this point for men to behave. I can see 10-year-olds doing it, but 40, 50, come on, man. That's ridiculous, man. Guys, get the likes up. What's up, Rush? Salute to you, man. Positivity is coming your way at the speed of light, guys. Who else do we have in the building, guys? Who else do we have? Rush, salute to you, man. Positivity is coming your way. And you know what's so crazy, even about these individuals, even when you ask them, hey, why don't you just leave? They just won't leave. Like it's weird. They won't leave. If I went to I'm going to use the do funny analogy again, because it's one of my favorite analogies. You know, if I went to, hey, you want, if some friends of mine say, hey, let's go bar hopping, and then, you know, you happen to go into a do funny bar. Hey, man, I'm getting the F up out of here. Oh, no, let's just stay for having a drink. I'm like, no, I'm not staying here. I don't want to drink here. I'm uncomfortable. I don't want to drink here. I don't want to be around these types of people. I don't want to be in this environment. I don't give a goddamn if it's, you know, if we're drinking or not. I just don't want to put myself around this type of energy. I just couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it if and I use the most extreme examples because that's exactly what you people are doing. Big chat homie says, CT, you have had some exceptional artards here. Easy. Blackbeard, salute to you. Positivity is definitely coming your way at the speed of light, guys. Believe in yourself, says CT knows how to keep the conversation flowing. I heard this through the grapevine. Okay. Guys, get the likes up. Guys. Wind Chime says CT does not require everybody to date on him. Relax. First Cause says, what's the bar? Broke back fountain? That didn't hit either. That didn't hit. Jason says haters are bigger fans than non-haters as they are unreasonable. It really is, man. It really is. It's bizarre. It's strange, man. Like how human beings, not just on YouTube, but in real life. Like me growing up, but growing up, thinking about the universe, thinking about cosmic anomalies, thinking about celestial bodies in the space, thinking about could there be other life out there, or thinking about subatomic particles. I didn't really care for other people, and not in a bad way. I didn't care for gossip or who bought what. Like, to me, it was not meaningless. Like, meaningless in the sense of, wow, you're just a human being, just being a human being. So, it's bizarre. It's getting bizarre at this point. Let's see. Young and Blessed says, CT, they are really not worth this dedicated attention. Consider the source. Look at how big your channel is and continues to grow. Thank you so much, Young and Blessed. Positivity is definitely coming your way. Sheena says, the topic is why we are here. The topic is, why are you here? And hate. Yes. Thank you so much. Gary, what's up, man? Salute to you. Lena says, it will be a year in February since I've been watching your content. Thank you so much, Lena. Positivity is definitely coming your way at the speed of light. Deja, salute to you. Who else is in the building, man? We have a lot of people in the building today, guys. Get the likes up. How was your weekend, guys? I didn't really do too much this weekend. I went for a couple of walks, went to the local little liberal coffee shops around me. And that's pretty much it to a degree, guys. Get the likes up, share the video. And I was watching the protest in Iran, or Iran, however you want to say it. Over 500 confirmed protesters have been deleted. There are some sources that say it's in the thousands, to be honest with you. But Iran has a very, very unique history when it comes to Islamic rule over that nation state and its secular society it once had. There's a lot of opportunities for a lot of Americans if that place becomes secular. If it does become secular, it really, really is a filter. It's going to filter a lot of this Islamic jihadism. I just made that up, but a lot of these terror networks. I really believe a lot of the Middle East should become secular at this point, man. Islam is diabolically opposed. It is absolutely diabolical. Not all of Islam, YouTube. I want to be careful here, but in my opinion, man, Islam is diabolically opposed to human progression, to be completely honest with you. And the more we see these uprisings and the more we see young people from the Middle East who are online, on social media, who want the fast cars, who want the nice clothes, who want to walk around in bikinis, who want the secular Western life, the more power to them. Guys, get the likes up, share the video, man. Greatness is in the building. CT, you are living rent-free in Tariq's head. He kept mistaking random callers for you. Really? When? Oh, wow. No shit. Oh, no shit. Really? I had no idea. When was this? Yeah, I haven't watched Tariq in a minute. It's been about maybe like 3 or 4 months. No, maybe like 3 months. I don't want to say 4. K John says, CT, you don't know nothing about cosmology. No, I don't. I'm just an ape. I'm just an ape, sir. I'm always in search of knowledge and understanding. I don't know anything, sir. And there are things that I will never know. So you are correct. I don't know anything about cosmology. Mike says CT having Tucker Carlson on panel would be amazing. Hey, man, if he wants to come on, he can definitely come on. I would love to have him on. John Dunning with the $10 super chat. CT positivity. You are doing a great service to the world full of chaos. You have a way of exposing it by letting it expose itself. Thank you so much, John. Guys, give John a big thumbs up, Dallas.
Must be the money, must be the money. I've got so much blame. Must be the money, must be the money. 26 with all this wealth. Must be the money, must be the money. That funds my lifestyle. Must be the money, must be the money. The party's at my place.
Think about this. Thank you so much, John. Tip Bittersweet. Imagine growing up in a culture where you gotta wear, you're pretty much forced to wear a hijab, a burqa. You're pretty much forced to live under a system that regulates your behavior, that tells you to pray a certain time or amount a day, the type of food you should eat. Imagine living under this type of system, man. Me personally, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Imagine living under a system where your rights are damn near null and void. And a lot of this really happens under Islam, to be completely honest with you, man. I've never studied the Quran. I don't need to. I can just see it with my own eyes. I can see the ceiling that this culture creates for its adherents. And, the West has given us freedoms beyond human comprehension, to be completely honest with you, man. And a lot of these kids, man, over in these countries, man, this is the greatest tool ever created. And the instruments within the tools, social media being one, has really opened the eyes of these kids, opened their eyes up to the larger world, And these kids want that rich and famous lifestyle, man. They want that New York. Back in the day, everybody wanted to go to New York City. That was the thing for a lot of people, like in America. Think about America, right? To Bittersweet. You grew up in some little town somewhere, some little parish, some little rural environment, and you see New York City. You see skyscrapers, condos, you see fast cars, the glitz and glamour of New York City. And that's what it really is. It's the same thing happening, just global. It's at a global scale now. People want to live in Shenzhen. People want to live in Singapore City. People want to live in these secular, easy, fast-paced lifestyles. Let's be honest about it. People want DoorDash delivered to their door in 8 minutes. It's the truth. And these kids, man, they're really waking up over there in Iran, man. The average age over in Iran, Tip Bittersweet, 32, 33. I could be wrong here. I hope somebody can correct me. It's about 32, 33. They have a young population. They have a young population that has grown up or grew up on social media. And they've grown up with information at their fingertips, instantaneous information. And the glitz and glamour attracts people. A lot of Islam is really stuck in the Stone Age, man. Let's be completely honest about it. A lot of it is stuck in the Stone Age. A lot of it is just, you know, you have some Muslim communities where they just read the damn Quran all day. You know, that's boring, man. It is absolutely boring to a lot of people, man. And those days are over. Those days are over. Particularly the more we get into more space faring or space traveling to a degree. So that shit is over. And a lot of this stuff in Christianity is over too, to be completely honest with you. That's why you have, you know, this is why you have empty pew syndrome to a degree. You know, because a lot of these older traditions are boring. They're boring. These rituals are boring. You want to be a Christian, be a Christian. But all of these, you know, dogmatic views, you know, well, you can't do that now, honey. You can't do that. You know, those days are pretty much over. Tip bittersweet. And a lot of these kids, man, they want that nightlife. They want that. They want to travel the globe. You know, they don't want to be restricted by, oh, I can't associate with this person, or I can't be around these groups of people. They want that diversity. You know, and this is what is down or coming down the pipeline, or it's already been coming down the pipeline. Guys, get the likes up, share the video. Positivity is coming your way. LA says, this is successful, CT. Let me be your mentor and show you how to buy cars, cash, and be successful, CT. I can give you a job, work for me. LA, you don't have to prove anything to me, man. Prove it to yourself, buddy. If you really believe that your life is together, then walk that life. You don't have to write this comment to make yourself feel better, because really you haven't really achieved what you think you are. It's 2026, LA. You got to start being a man, bro. You have to be a man. You don't believe that you are successful in your own life. That's why you just said, well, you could be successful, CT. No, you really don't believe it. And you are projecting your own insecurities onto me, sir. I am super successful, sir. I don't have to tell people that like you. I get on camera. I get emails, DMs, all types of people, sir, who appreciate the content at many different levels within their own lives. It's 2026, LA. It's 2020. Stop being an artard. Please, man. You've gotten on camera before. You're smarter than this, buddy. Stop being an artard, bro. It's 2026, man. I rock with you, man. But stop the dumb shit. Stop. Let me see, guys. Thank you so much. Believe in yourself, says CT is dropping a gold nugget. Tip Bittersweet says, true, AI technology is breaking the veil. Yeah, man. Think about Iran, man. A lot of these kids now can, if they haven't already done it, they can venture into a multiplicity of different employment opportunities, self-employment opportunities now. Anything from tech to other avenues such as finances. You know, does Iran even have and I should know this, but can they trade options in Iran? Do they even have a stock market in Iran? They probably do, but not at the scale. I mean, certainly not at the scale as the American stock exchange, but can they dibble and dabble in global markets? I don't know. So, you know, I really believe that this will be an opportunity. Look at Afghanistan. I mean, you know, I've seen videos on Afghanistan. I've seen a lot of people go over there. 80% of their population, they just are employed in agriculture. But with the world opening up, maybe Afghanistan, which to a degree, every time I see videos of it, the people they seem really nice, tip bittersweet. They seem very humble, very accommodating, but they still, to me, you know, I wouldn't want to live there. I would actually visit Afghanistan, Kabul, But to me, you know, the dirt roads, a lot of the infrastructure still is dilapidated. There are some places in Afghanistan that are modern, but you know, to me, it's still stuck in the past. And maybe, you know, with the world becoming a little bit more secular, maybe this can be an opportunity to make a place like Afghanistan or have Afghanistan catch up to the rest of the Western world, at least, and the Asian world as well. Guys, get the likes up. Albert says people use AI to conjure pictures. White, it can help you do even your taxes, schedule your workouts, diet, give you a step-by-step production and process. You'd be correct, buddy. You'd be correct. Albert, AI, ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok. These are some of the greatest tools in history, man. Some of the greatest assistant tools in history to mankind. Man, I can't believe I am witnessing this. I can't believe I am living through this, man. The fact that I have an interrogative tool that can pretty much damn near guide me throughout my entire life, man. Like you said, with the taxes, scheduling, workouts, eating clean, just giving overall advice, man. ChatGPT or these services are incredible, man. You would be correct, man. Thank you so much, buddy. Positivity is definitely coming your way. Gregory, what's up, man? Salute to you, buddy. Positivity is definitely coming your way. Rolex says, all I said was that CT shows are becoming more boring now, which is evident in the fact he can't get over 200 viewers anymore, and he goes on long speeches about haters. Sir, if I had 2 people watching, I'd still do YouTube. There was a time when I only had 7 people watching me. And there are a lot of people in the chat that can confirm this. 7 still, Rise Girl. It's not about how many people are watching, man. It's about 1 viewer at a time, Rolex. And this is something an individual of your mental capacity doesn't understand. You see, with having a low IQ such as you are projecting your own insecurities onto someone as great as I. See, you don't have a YouTube channel, so you don't even have 1 person watching you. But I've gone viral dozens of times on big platforms. I'm talking about people with 1 million subscribers, sir. I've gone viral on different social media platforms. Sir, it's not about whether I have 200 people or 2,000 people or 2 million people. I do this because I'm free. And maybe one day, Rolex, you will be as free as I. You will be as free as I to wake up and do whatever it is you are doing. And I rarely ever address haters. You know, people have been watching me for years. They could tell you I don't really address haters, but I'm going to start doing it because a lot of the haters need help, like you. Low IQ, probably 80. You definitely are an ugly man. I could tell. And I know you won't call in because it will only prove my point. You're an ugly male, probably out of shape. You're insecure, low self-esteem, and I'm going to give you the attention that you want because this is what you want, right? You notice that I'm doing more monologues lately like I used to do. So I'm going to focus more on the chat now. So I see a chat like you, and I look at a person like you who doesn't understand the world, you know, and that's totally fine. People come here for comfort. People come here for therapy. People come here because they are working out. And you don't have a channel. I do. I've had one for many years. And I will continue to do it whether I have 1 person in the chat or 2 million in the chat. Because this is my divine duty, Rolex. This is my divine duty. This is what God has sent me to do. I am here this is my part, or this is what the universe has wanted me to do. And if the universe wanted you to be a little hater in the chat, well, hey man, that's your destiny. But you, sir, I know everything about you. Not because I can see through walls, but because I know human pattern. I can almost guarantee, sir, I can almost guarantee you look like Emmett Till after the beating. I without a doubt, I know how you look. And this is something that I've said time and time again. As a man, you have to get over your insecurities with your looks. That's one of the keys of being a man. That's one of the keys of being a man, is getting over your looks. And I've talked about this before. You know, when you wake up and you look in the mirror and you look horrifying, you know, you look like a cross between Leslie Jones and Flavor Flav and Daffy Duck after his beak got shot off. It's soul crushing. It can be soul crushing, bro. And I get it. Trust me, I get it, man. But I got over being unattractive 30 something years ago when I was a child. You haven't gotten over that, bro. And that's one of the biggest things. That's why you come here and hate. Man, how can CT get on camera and he's ugly? Well, you are projecting what you wouldn't do. But see, I know I don't look like Tay Diggs from the 90s. I know that. But I have confidence. And I'm not trying to be an Andrew Tate. But I'm here to help haters in 2026. And a lot of people were saying, damn, man, CT really never really talked to the haters. Well, I'm going to talk to you now. So you got to get over being ugly, man. You have to get over being ugly. You have to do it, man. That's the first Blue Jay. Remember the Blue Jay analogy? Find your Blue Jay. Your Blue Jay is getting over being an ugly man. That's your Blue Jay. That's your first one. Because you get over being ugly, then you will gain confidence. You will gain confidence. See, me, I can go into a room and talk to 50 people. Even if I'm not an expert on whatever situational conversation, I have the ability to be confident enough, to be witty enough, and to be inquisitive enough to follow along. But see, when you're ugly like you are more, you go into a room, if you ever get into any kind of rooms that I ever get into, because I don't think you can, you get the stuttering. You get the stuttering because you are so fixated on the fact that people may think you're just ugly. And yes, people may think you're ugly, but when you're funny and witty like me, you will be able to grab the attention of other human beings. And this year, what I want to do this year is really help out. I know a lot of people running around, why am I talking to haters? Because, you know, we're here for damn 8 hours any damn way. But I really believe you need the help, man. I really believe it. You are an ugly man physically. And I already know you're probably short. A lot of haters typically are short. You know, you're probably under 5'7", maybe 5'8". You're a short guy. Definitely not in shape. I already know you're not. Men who are in shape just don't even act like this. That's one thing I've noticed about my life and on YouTube. Men who are in incredible shape, they have so much inner strength and so much inner focus that they don't focus on other people because their bodies are really divine. And it's unfortunate, Rolex, man. And I want to help you, man. So hopefully you will call in, but you're probably not because you're ugly. So and I know you are ugly, bro. And I know you are ugly. Whoever you are that are hating in the chat, I know you are ugly, man. And trust me, man. I've gone through my trolls before, and every last one of them, an ugly man, physically speaking. And it's nothing wrong with being hey man, look, a man is not supposed to be all pretty and oh, I'm a pretty man. No. But what makes you ugly is your fixation on me rather than yourself. And I'm not trying to kick knowledge this year, and I'm trying to be I'm trying to kick knowledge this year. No, I really am compassionate enough to help out someone who didn't go through the same process like I did, And I've already told the story of my ugly experience and not getting over it, but learning from that experience. I was in the 2nd grade, and I always thought I was a good-looking kid because everybody around me, your immediate family, called you pretty. I mean, handsome. But the road will call you ugly, and you're an ugly man, and you never probably went through that. And you got to get over it, bro. You got to get over it. You got to do it, man. You got to you have to do it. You have to do it, man. You got to do it, buddy. Because, you hating, it makes me know, never mind. I'm always going to get on camera, and I'm always going to do shows. And again, whether I'm a 1 million sub channel or 100 sub channel, because I have confidence and I have a spirit to serve humanity. And it's Monday, bro. And instead of, doing what you're doing here, because you don't realize, bro, like there was a time, again, going back to what I was saying earlier, I only had 7 people in the chat. So I'm used to having all fluctuating numbers, but I don't believe you are used to winning. See, I've won dozens of times on YouTube already. I've won dozens of times. Some of the biggest YouTubers know who I am. Some of the biggest content creators on the planet know who I am. So I've won already. The question is, Rolex, have you won? Rolexa. But the question is, have you won? And I don't think you've won. I don't believe you've won. I don't believe you've won. I believe you probably, and I'm going to say it again, you look like Emmett Till after the beating. Guys, get the likes up, share the video. Positivity is definitely coming your way at the speed of light. I'm going to get into the main topic in a minute, guys. Get the likes up, guys. Share the video. Positivity is definitely coming your way. Seymour is in the building. Salute to you, Seymour. Wind Chime is in the building. Let me see. Who else is in the building? Who else? We got a lot of people in the chat today. Poon Cooter, what's up? Bill, salute. Positivity is coming your way. L, what's up? Salute. What's up? T Spells is in the building for today. Salute, T Spells. Who else is in the building? Sam says, CT, pay them no attention, brother. Keep doing what you were doing, bro. You are a natural. Things are only going to keep going up. You have the organic element that can't be taught. Thank you so much. Positivity is definitely coming your way, Sam. Doctor with the damn CT, salute, man. I really want to help, man. I really want to help a lot of these people, man. They need it, man. Let's see, guys. Get the likes up. Get the likes up, guys. Hold on for a second. Who else do we have? Moxie's laughing at my rant. TOS says talking about a man's look is do funny, CT. No, it's not do funny. It's not. Man, it's life-changing, man. TOS, I'm telling you, man. It is life-changing. Look at Donald Trump. He's not the best-looking guy. He never was a good-looking guy. Kind of funny-looking all his life. He's a funny-looking dude. He didn't look like Bill. He didn't look like Bill Clinton. He didn't look like John F. Kennedy. But when it comes to masculinity, when it comes to alpha, when it comes to who's the boss, you gotta give it to Trump. Trump has overcompensated his lack of looks with being an alpha everywhere he goes. His cadence, his nuance, the way he can relate to any. Donald Trump could go anywhere. You ever notice we even on the campaign trail, he went to the most remote parts of America, and you felt like he was a part of this little town or community. Man, a lot of politicians, the good-looking ones, they can't do that shit, man. Gavin Newsom, I don't give a goddamn. He can't really go into Northern California to these little remote towns where the people are probably making, I'm not trying to knock anybody, $20,000. It seemed like one of the crew. To me, he can't do it. But Donald Trump can do it. That's what I meant, man. It's the confidence, man. Dirty Dude, what's up? Positivity is coming your way. Black Bear says that's a fact, CT. Who else is in the building, man? Guys, get the likes up. Cliff, salute to you, man. Positivity is definitely coming your way at the speed of light. Point Star says, CT, no, that's not the one. That's not the one. Oh, here it is. CT, you watch men more than you actually watch your own wife. Get the likes up, guys. I have no idea what you're talking about, buddy. For all you know, my wife could be sitting right next to me, but salute to you, Sheena. Positivity is definitely coming your way. Who's this? Rodexa says, black people always think someone is hating on them. I'm telling you the truth. Well, I'm telling you the truth. And the truth is you are an ugly man. And I already know that you are. I could tell you are an ugly man and you're not in shape. I already know you are, bro, because I'm 40 years old, bro. I've been on the planet for 4 decades. I know when an individual in their life is not what they want it to be by projecting. I couldn't go to a channel with somebody who got 10 viewers watching. You only got 10 viewers. What? I couldn't fathom even doing something that stupid. Say, hey man, you're doing your thing. You turn the camera on, man. That's the biggest hump. Rolodex it, bro. You wrote this in the comment, so I'm gonna address it. I normally don't remember, bro. I've been doing more monologues, so I'm gonna address you. And I know for a fact you are an ugly man, and you're short. And you're not, and I know you're not in shape. Men who are, I'm telling you, man, you don't have the pecs, the delts. You don't have it. You don't have it, man. Because somebody who really has that kind of stuff, men, they don't care about other dudes. To be completely honest with you, they don't care about what other dudes are doing. I've seen it, bro. I've been around it. Bro. When I was running at a high level, man, I didn't give a goddamn, especially about gossip and drama and. I didn't care about it anyway. But Rolodex, I challenge you, bro. I challenge you to call in and turn your camera on. That's all I challenge you to do. Just call you. If you look like pause, if you look, I don't know why I'm saying pause. If you call in, man, and you look, you have a chiseled jaw structure, you're tall and you're fit. Hey man, I'll end the live stream. But I bet you call in, man. I'm almost willing to bet. I almost know it for a fact. You look like Chris Rock when he was smoking crack. When he was smoking crack, when he relapsed, he was smoking crack in New Jack City. I'm almost willing to bet, bro, without a doubt, man. I do. If anybody remembers this, what's our little liberal friend named Alan? When Alan first called in, I was like, oh, I know how he looks because I went to college with a lot of these kind of little liberal whites. I did a thumbnail of Alan, and besides the acne. When Alan got on camera, he looked exactly like that thumbnail. That's how good I am, bro. That's how good I am, Rolodex. That's how good I am. So, brother, I am telling you, man, if you call in and if you and the crowd can judge, but if you look like Harry Belafonte, hey man, I won't come on live for the rest of the week. But if you call in looking like a dope fiend and out of shape, man, you can't really say anything about what goes on this channel, bro. You can't, bro. You can't. You really can't. Because I'm almost willing to believe you look like Harriet Tubman. I'm almost willing to believe it, bro, without a doubt. KJ says, man, my stomach hurt. Seven Still says, Pookie, call in. Mike says, CT is not the tallest guy, but he is in a very good physical condition, and he's the truth. Thank you so much. Sheena, Moxie, will this guy call in? Hold on. Moxie says, I've never seen so many men gossiping like a bunch of old ladies online in these chats and on the Discord. Guys, get the likes up. Share the video, man. Get the likes up. I want this. KJ says, CT, you remind me of that blank emoji. The only thing missing is the glasses. Seven Still, do you remember when Sugar Shay had that shit emoji song about me from back in the day? Guys, get the likes up, guys. Share the video. Okay. Moxie says CT looks like Viola Davis with a shaved head, but we rock with him because he's talented. Get over it, cornballs. I think Viola Davis is an attractive woman. She just can't act. She's a bad actor. I think she should be more of a stage actress than a film actress. And the stage acting is really good. She should be a stage actress. She's not really a good film actress, especially when she tried to portray Michelle Obama. Shout out to Moxie. Guys, get the likes up. Get the likes up, guys. Share the video. Oh, okay. All right. I know who Rolodex is. Yeah. Short. Thinks he looks like Brad Pitt, but he really looks like Danny DeVito. Guys, get the likes up. Get the likes up, guys. All right, let me get to Jasmine Crockett. Here we go. Let's get to Jasmine Crockett.
Shooting.
The gentle lady from Texas is recognized to strike the last word.
Yes, Mr. Chad asked to strike the last words.
Gentle lady is recognized.
Thank you so much. It is
Go ahead.
It's so hard to sit here sometimes because I didn't come to Congress to write laws or to do things that are hurting people. I'm just asking if there's any decency or heart or courage on that side of the aisle.
What is she crying for?
The fact that a woman was killed.
If it would have been a man, would it have been any different?
She was shot in her head and y'all are pretending like nothing happened.
No, they're not. They actually are talking about it.
I remember when Charlie Kirk got killed.
What does Charlie Kirk have to do with Renee Good?
Do you remember what our response was?
You said, oh, hell no, when they prayed for... Does anybody remember when Jasmine Crockett, when they were praying for, it was hours after Charlie Kirk's demise, and they were praying, and Jasmine Crockett said, hell nah. I swear that's what she said. She said, hell nah. That's that was her reaction. And a lot of college kids around the country, a lot of liberals were cracking jokes. They were doing the neck jokes. So that was the reaction of the left. I don't know what Jasmine Crockett is talking about. So I don't know what or why she's fabricating the events of Charlie Kirk's post-mortem demise. Get the likes up, guys. Share the video. Albert says she is a lying scumbag. Wow, Albert. Wow, using American terminology.
Our response wasn't to sit there and pretend like it was okay. Is it okay because you have a badge? Because the last time I checked, allegedly no one is above the law. Can y'all not just have a little bit of...
So, yeah, no one is above the law, but why should somebody be above punishment for their actions? I mean, she tried to run over a federal officer.
Courage and humanity.
Is she crying?
Humanity.
Huh?
A child.
Oh my God.
A child.
Is she faking?
A child.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I am gonna make this racial. Man, don't no black woman care about no white woman, man. I'm just gonna be honest, man. Don't no black woman care about no white woman, man. Unless that white woman is like her friend. I'm talking about like they're friends, you know, like that's her friend. Like they go back. I'll give it high school. You know, if it's a 40-year-old black woman and she loses her white friend that's 40, and they knew each other in high school, yeah, man, don't no black woman care about no. I am gonna make it racial. Don't no black woman care about no white woman death, man. That she don't know. Oh, man, you know, if you don't stop this shit. That's one thing I can say about blacks. Don't no black woman care about don't no black woman care about no white woman, man. Those are crocodile tears, and she should be ashamed of herself. She should absolutely be ashamed of herself. She got a child. She don't care about that woman's child. No, she don't. No, she don't. No, she don't. She's not even a mother either. That's what's so even crazy about it. Jasmine Crockett's not even a mother, so she doesn't even have those. And I get it, she's a woman, but she doesn't even have those biological connections, right? I can see a woman who has children having sympathy for another woman with children. But a broad with no children, come on, man. Oh, please. She ain't fooling me with this shit. Get the likes up. Albert says there are a lot of videos of black women saying this exact same thing. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Albert, let me tell you something. American. I know American women, black women too. Now you would get a white woman, liberal, of course. Well, you get some conservatives probably. You know, they'd cry for a black woman. Man, don't no black woman. Don't no black woman care about no white woman, man. Get the fuck, man. If y'all don't stop with this dumb shit. Yeah, Dinar says black women hate white women. Yeah, nah, I don't want to make a generalized statement, YouTube, but overall, you know, black women really are in competition with white women constantly. You know, whether it's on the job, you know, whether it's in a social setting. You know, whether it's, you know, appearance, you know, generally speaking, black women are, you know, they don't, I'm not saying that black women walk around and they hate white women, but you know, ain't no black woman sitting at home crying for no white woman, man. Like, that's some bullshit. This is all theatrics. And this is all to set her up to be on the DNC ticket, to be completely honest with you. This is all for the DNC. She want to be on the presidential ticket. And so when white women see her crying, well, wow, she cried for a white bitch. And that's probably what's really going on here. Tip Bittersweet says, true, CT, the white women are the devil. Is what I was taught, of course. Sheena says, I know Jersey Shore is Italians and Irish in Atlantic City, New Jersey, never cried about race. Who else is in the building, man? Guys, get the likes up. Share the video. Yeah, she over here faking, crying. I will admit, she looks good. She looks good. One thing about Crockett, she can dress. She can dress. The glasses go with the outfit. The hair is fake, but it's nice. It's good. So one thing I can say about That she's always looking nice. But the crying, the theatrics, and I'm here to be, to be the whistle blower, if you will. She don't care about that white one. She don't give a goddamn. Now, not to say that she is in her office clapping about it. I mean, obviously the woman was on the left. If the woman had been a white conservative, she wouldn't be in her office clapping and laughing either. It's just that this whole thing about her crying, it doesn't make any sense. Now, a black man care about white women either side of the aisle. I can see Bob crying over this white woman, or sad, not crying, but not a black woman. That ain't happening. I'm sorry. L says the devil CT think they are angels. Point Star said, who looks better, CT, your wife or Crockett? My wife looks 1,000 times better. Get the likes up, guys. KC is in the building. Says, CT, what do you think Jasmine's hair smells like? I don't know, man. That's a good question. I have no idea. That is a good damn question. I can't think of the name of that damn oil, man. Man, it'll come to my brain. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. What is the name of that shit that a lot of black women wear? Africa's Best. Yes, Africa's Best. That's what it's called. Africa. Put a one in the chat if you know about Africa's Best. Coconut and shea butter. That's pretty funny. Here we go.
Courage and humanity. A child.
Please. This is some great acting. I have to give her credit for this.
A child has lost her mom.
Stop it.
And y'all want to pretend.
Thank you so much, Shane.
And it is okay. I am asking.
I wonder in high school or college, did she do drama? Because or did she participate in any stage play? Because this is excellent acting. It's not believable because if you add the racial component, it makes this a science fiction. A black woman crying over a white chick. Come on, man. It's almost like a comedy. It's almost like a Saturday Night Live skit if you understand the racial dynamics. But the acting is spot on. I mean, it almost looks like it almost looks like she's really crying. She's really crying. Let's see. Tip Bittersweet says, now CT, she might be crying for the white child, but not the lady. But only if she had kids. Yeah, I don't think she's even crying for the kid. It's all theater. Moxie says she looks very pretty there with her gray suit and glasses. Yeah, I gotta give her credit for that, Moxie. I've always said the liberals dress the best. Liberals dress the best, without a doubt. Yep, every liberal community I go to, man. The people walk around dressed really nice, unless you do have the hippies. They are liberal. Other than the liberal, I mean hippies. Liberals typically dress very nice, but hippies, they stink. They torn, but that's their culture. That's their culture. It's almost like they are cosplaying being homeless, but homeless is cool, man. We living off the land, bro. Can you buy me something from the store? Yeah, man, sure. Why not? Yeah. Guys, get the likes up. Cliff says, this is going to be your next presidential candidate for the Democrats. America is doomed. Cliff, that door has been open and closed already. I just want to let you know that. Guys, get the likes up. Joe Curry says, hippies are Republican, CT. Nah. I'm talking about hippie culture. hippie culture is strictly liberal, bro. I get what you are saying. I don't want to say it, but I get what you are saying, but it's not. It's yeah. Hater Sale says CT wears the same clothes every day like a cartoon character. Hey, dude, now that hit. See, that's funny. That's funny, and it hit. That's funny, and it hit. And yes, I wear the same clothes every day. I can't afford other clothes. Thank you so much, Hater Sale. Now that was funny, Hater Sale. Salute. Moxie says, I've never met a Republican hippie. Me either. Never met one. Never met one. Ignis says she probably deleted a football team. No, that's a big myth. That's a no, Ignis. No, that's a big myth, man. And I gotta take Jasmine Crockett's side. A lot of, and I know you were, no. The abortion thing is highly exaggerated in the Black community, bro, because Black women got kids, and I'm usually biased. They got kids, so I disagree. Now that's one of the things that I'm going to be very, very truthful and neutral about. I truly believe that is one of the biggest, I don't want to say scams, but one of the biggest narratives to make it seem as if for whatever reasoning why, right, they put this narrative out, it's largely over exaggerated because all you blacks got kids. All you blacks got kids. So no, I don't agree with that at all. Absolutely not. GB says no, they don't. You are wrong, CT. GB, I grew up around blacks, man. I've known Black chicks. They'd say, I don't believe in abortion, and you get me pregnant, I'm gonna have all your kids. No, I've been around a lot of blacks, man, all types of blacks. Nah, that abortion thing, that's largely a myth in the Black community, man. Like all these Black women just waiting in line, like it's a McDonald's line to get abortion. Nah, that's because here goes the thing. Go to a Planned Parenthood right now and just film. You don't see Black women just going in and out. All you don't see it. You don't see it. It to a degree. It's almost like a big money making scam. I don't know how. I wish I could really. I don't want to get too Alex Jones with it because YouTube will get me up out of here for medical misinformation. YouTube. But no, I don't agree with that. Absolutely not. Black women have kids. Black women have kids. And how do I know? I've worked in education. I worked in social services. And you have a Black chick in America with 3 or 4. I know back in the day, with 3 or 4 kids. You may not get a lot of blacks now, but I know back in the day, Black women had kids, man. They didn't get no goddamn abortions all like that. That's a goddamn lie. Let me see, guys. Get the likes up. Tip Bittersweet says, facts, CT, child support is what we go for. Exactly. Now, I've seen that. I've seen that shit. But abortions, I don't know, Tip Bittersweet, I really believe that it's again, it could be a multiplicity of reasons why that narrative is put out. It could be something as simple as just demonizing the Black inner city community or something. I have no idea, but I know from what I see, and what I see is large populations where blacks are and black females having 3 or 4 kids. So I'm not gonna sit up here and say Jasmine Crockett was having abortions. I'm not gonna do that. I don't see it. I never saw it, to be honest with you. And and stats can be made up. GB, nah. Black women have kids, man. Not just in the States, but globally, bro. Or ma'am, globally. I've seen it. No. There is no population problems amongst blacks. It's none. I've been places, man. I've seen women with 5 and 6 kids. And you're not even gonna talk about African women. African women have 8, 9, 10 kids sometimes. Oh, nah. I don't see it. I think that's made up. Nah. Paulo says blacks have far more abortions, CT, per capita. You're not gonna use that per capita shit with me. It doesn't work with me in certain circumstances or situations. I know what I can see, and I know I can clearly see who has higher birth rates per capita and in general globally, and you can clearly see even in parts of Europe where people aren't having kids, and I kind of believe they are having the abortions over in Europe. Hell, they even have self-deletion tanks over in Europe. So I disagree with you guys on this one, man. You listen, we could all agree to disagree, but I know who's having kids and who's not, and I've seen it. I'm just gonna tell you what I've seen. Guys, get the likes up, share the video, man. Let's see. Tip Bittersweet says, go to the hood and count the areas there and count the area they are having kids, CT. Right, them numbers are doctored. Yeah, those numbers are definitely doctored. Those numbers are doctored. And nobody can show me any abortion clinic right now in America where there's just a long line of women just waiting to get, I'm here to get an abortion. No, I said it's no. Those numbers are doctored. I'm almost willing to believe without a doubt, if you really did your, see, we need like a James O'Keefe, right? I think, is it James O'Keefe? Yeah, we need like we need James O'Keefe. He does a lot of this investigative journalism, and we need him to go to these clinics. CT, you are wrong, respectfully. There's a woman that just went viral for bragging about having 12 abortions before finally having a child. I'll send the link. I mean, anybody can get on YouTube and lie. And then you give me one person, bro. I'm telling you, black women have kids, man. They have 5 and 6 kids sometimes. No, bro. No, not at all. Thank you so much, Big Dog Zeke, for the super chat. Moxie says, I see a bunch of black women with kids here in New York City, especially in the hood. Yeah, Moxie, listen. I knew black chicks that didn't even believe in abortion. They didn't even believe in it. Even if the dude is like, God damn, man, you just can't, you know. She's like, oh, no, hell no. Oh, no, hell no. Hey, Moxie, I truly believe there's a big conspiracy behind the abortion clinics. I truly believe it. Tip Bittersweet says, most of us don't get abortions. That is true, CT. All right, let's see. John Dunny says all forms of data and information can be created and or twisted. Exactly. Totally agree.
If there is anyone that will stand for the very people that elected us and sent us to Congress, you tell us things like, well, the immigrants are bad. And so we got to get all these bills because the immigrants are.
No, illegals are bad. We say illegals are bad, not immigrants. Illegals.
The ones that are causing the harm, they're bringing the crime.
He says illegals, ma'am. Illegals.
The mayor of Minneapolis told y'all to get the fuck out.
Yes. And that wasn't right for him to say that. It wasn't right for him to say that. Minneapolis has a problem with illegals. The dumb mayor in Minneapolis was being dumb and vulgar when he said that. Club Luca. Young and Blessed says, yeah, anybody can go on YouTube and lie. CT does it. CT does it every day. Keep up the good work. Windchime says, CT quit hollering at her. Moxie says, exactly. Illegals need to go. They should have never paid them to come here. I agree. Guys, get the likes up, guys. Share the video. Tip Bittersweet says, most of us don't. That is true, CT. That is definitely true. And that's one thing I will always be in disagreement when it comes to if the right is saying that about the left, and particularly when it comes to black women. I just don't see it. From my anecdotal experience, I didn't see it like that. It's just like in San Francisco with all those homeless little checkpoints, and with, you know, they were giving out needles, and, you know, the homeless weren't really going in there seeking help. It was just, hey, we need this money, state of California, because, you know, we'd expect 1,000 homeless people to come in here in a month, and we're going to help them. And then, okay, we'll give you $1 million. And then, you know, then the people there, they could just lie. And, oh, you know, hey, here we had just build this, build that, and just give it to the state. And the state gives them money. Hey, man, you never really know. You never know what's going on with these Planned Parenthood bullshit. I don't agree with it, man. I'm sorry, guys. Get the likes up. I've been a part of nonprofits. I'm telling you how they work. I am telling you how they work. Yeah, you know, think about the federal government or the state government. This social justice professor, blah, 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 said that there's a high rate of a pregnancy in a black community, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, man. There's nothing wrong with abortion, and maybe we should open up abortion clinics. And the state funds, Planned Parenthood is nonprofit. It's a nonprofit organization, and I've seen how they work. And a lot of it is billables. And, who's to say that they don't just lie and say, oh, yeah, something we performed a procedure here, state of Ohio or state of New York or state such and such. What they do? They're going to come in there and check every goddamn thing. They're going to do an audit. They're not going to do an audit because an audit makes it all look bad. So who's to say that these people just aren't really getting free money any damn way? Don't believe it, man. I've never trusted these nonprofits. Never trusted them. Tip Bittersweet says, CT, why Trump and the Republican push to stop it if the white numbers are low? They don't care about black women having kids. Laugh out loud. Tip Bittersweet. I worked for nonprofits before with billables. And, such and such is supposed to call. You're supposed to do A, B, C, and D with such and such and such and such. Okay. And all such and such will do is call and say, well, technically we did all these things. And then I'll be like, well, they're technically supposed to come in and, well, we could work around that. I mean, because you did contact them. You did contact them. So they can twist paperwork into however they want it to be. And I really believe that's what Planned Parenthood has been doing, to be completely honest with you. Get the likes up, guys. Share the video. Get the likes up. Here we go.
Yeah, y'all are the ones. It is this administration that is bringing crime to their streets. That's what's happening. It's administration the fuck out. Yeah, y'all are the ones. It is this administration that is bringing crime to their streets.
See, I look at Jasmine Crockett and I see a housewife that could be. I see in a parallel universe. Speaking of parallel universe, you should check out what CERN supposedly discovered a few days ago. But anyway, I see a woman in another universe. She's a housewife. She's cooking, cleaning. She has a family. In another universe, the only people she is the master and commander over are children. In another universe, she, in a parallel universe, one of many parallel universes, possibly in the whole multiverse theory, she's possibly a honey. I want to start. You know, I want to write a book about knitting. Okay, honey, you can do that. See, that's the universe that a lot of us would like. But in this universe, this woman is a loudmouth mammy who's out of place. And she is dumb as a box of rocks. Now, check it out. She just said that this administration is bringing in crime. She said, that's what this dummy said. She said that this administration is bringing in crime. So before this administration, there must have been no crime. There must have been no crime before the Trump administration, according to this, according to the way she's talking. Now, here goes a kicker about what this moron is saying. This dishwasher that should be in the kitchen should be saying, or what she said. Crime mostly happens in blue areas. Crime mostly happens in blue cities. That's where crime mostly happens. And crime has generally happened in these areas prior to the Trump administration. I mean, human beings have been committing crime for 50,000 goddamn years. But now crime automatically, all of a sudden, started with the Trump administration. You can't make this up, man. You cannot make this up, what she just said.
Mayor of Minneapolis told y'all to get the fuck out. Bills because the immigrants are the ones that are causing the harm. They're bringing the crime. The mayor of Minneapolis told y'all to get the fuck out. Yet y'all are the ones. It is this administration that is bringing crime to their streets. That's what's happening.
It's the third incident where somebody has dropped an F-bomb in this committee, including the video.
I'm sorry.
Including the video that we had to watch earlier.
Are your princess ears okay?
Is it
what?
Profanity?
Well,
The
you're
princess
more
ears
upset
okay?
about my words than you are about the fact that a woman
Are you
is
soft?
dead.
Representatives.
The gentlelady.
Are we
will
offending your
suspend
princess ears? Are they that soft?
All members will.
Maybe some of the
suspend.
kids out there.
Mr. Chairman, it is the
They're
gentlelady's
killing
time.
them.
Kids.
It is the gentlelady's time. Let's
Wait,
let her have
wait.
her time.
It is the gentlelady's time. Would you stop the clock for a moment? Okay, and
That was the quote.
I'll restore that. The chair will remind all members that the person controlling the time is not to be unreasonably interrupted. We would further admonish that whenever possible to express the full meaning of something, it be done so without an expletive that may be offensive to people here in the audience or those who watch this on television. I understand that a quote at times is essential, but I would admonish everyone that it has been the practice of this committee for the many years I've been here to use such things as F-bomb in order to get the message out without actually using the word. Notwithstanding that, the gentlelady will be recognized for this time plus an additional 20 seconds. The gentlelady may continue.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Long story short.
Wasn't she just crying? Wait a minute. What? See, so she's not crying anymore. See, it was all fake. She said, long story short, back to business. So now she wasn't crying. Okay. So she wasn't crying at all. Okay. All right. All right. So she wasn't crying. All right. Well, let's see.
We are sitting in judiciary and no one on that side of the aisle seems to care that this particular person whose name we don't know at this point became the judge, jury, and executioner.
No, No. He was about to get ran over by Renee. This crazy liberal lesbian was about to run him over. We saw it on camera. And he acted accordingly. What are you talking about, Mammy? What is she talking about? Is this ICE agent goddamn Judge Dredd all of a sudden? Albert says Democrats and lefties talk like adolescents. They do. They really do. They do. Here we go.
I don't know how you square that. And then we're sitting here literally in markup for a bail funds bill. When I first ran for office, it was in the midst of yet another lynching by law enforcement in Minneapolis. At that time, it was George Floyd. I remember working as a pro bono criminal defense attorney to help protesters that were being arrested. There were more than 600 protesters that were arrested in Dallas. There were churches that came together to make sure that there were bail funds. There were nonprofit organizations, and to explain how it works for bail, since we're in judiciary and we're writing the laws, and some people may not understand this, but those bail funds, those nonprofit organizations are not the ones that determine whether or not somebody gets bail. What they do is they help out poor people, which I know y'all are not interested in either, but they help out people that aren't rich and famous and have limitless amounts of money, like all of the Epstein defendants who somehow y'all can't find, even though y'all went and got Maduro. But
well, how come y'all didn't find him when Biden was? Oh my God! How come y'all didn't get him when Biden was in office? Shit. Didn't the Epstein list exist back then too? American Millennial says, "CT, you can't be serious thinking this stupid lady will be president." Man, if you think that the president has to be, all the president has to do is be 35 and have a damn blood pulse at this point in our history, in our lifetime. That's it, man. That's all you gotta do is be president. That's all you have to do. Tip Bittersweet says she is really trying to get the presidential votes. I see her. Told you. Here we go.
it helps out those people to be able to get out of jail. Many of those people that if they spend just a couple of days in jail will then be thrust into straight up poverty because they will.
Black Bear says, CT, they don't understand how dumb women are right now that will vote this woman in. It's all a part of the bigger plan here, Black Bear. The president at this point is just a symbolic. This is where I have to agree with Be Brave about. The real people who run the globe, they know what they are doing. This is all theatrics, man. The president is really an employee. The real powers that be, the real oligarchs of the planet, they already have a global agenda at hand, which, I'm not really knocking it, to be honest with you. Seeing Jasmine Crockett crying this is just something to keep us entertained as human beings in America, to be honest with you. She don't really care about that white woman. The white woman died for no reason. Let's be honest about it. I mean, she's protesting for no reason. The country's always going to let illegals in any goddamn way, whether it's blue or red, whoever controls the White House. Let's be honest about it. Let's be honest about it. If I'm not mistaken, Obama, he was the biggest deporter of illegals. So, this country, we are just pretty much what we are doing, Black Bear. We are like the kids who are talking about the WWE. Oh man, did you see SmackDown or Raw? Where the kids talking about WWE. This stuff isn't real. It can't be real. It can't be, man. It's all theater. Just like how it's theater, how we quickly went in and got Maduro. But we've had, well, why can't we just so quickly go in and eliminate any other goddamn potential threat? Don't we have CIA operatives all over the globe? The powers that be wanted Maduro gone instantly. And that's what happened. Just like anybody else could be gone instantly if you don't do something that they want you to do, or if it doesn't fit them or their narrative or their agenda. Excuse me. Brian says, "Let's hope a woman never becomes president, because then I think we will be trailing some sinister route, and she will be a sinister towards the male population." Nah. You guys don't understand the world, man. It's over. It's already over anyway. Tim Bittersweet says, as long as they support Israel, the agenda, they're getting in both sides. Blue, red, go. Blue and red will go and kiss the wall. Don't be sleep, people. Here we go.
Will lose everything. Why it is that you want to criminalize people such as churches that are trying to help the poor because they understand what the Bible says, and they don't just say that they understand it or say that they love Jesus, but they decide that they actually put it into works because faith without works is dead. That is wrong too. And I'm here to tell you that there's going to be a lot of nonprofit organizations that are going to step up in this moment, because there are going to be protests around this entire country because of the state-sanctioned execution that we all saw unfold, unless there is some kind of justice that takes place and we get the name of that officer and that officer is prosecuted. So I ask that law enforcement, we have oversight over them. I am the oversight ranker. Let's go ahead. In fact, I make a motion that we have a hearing in the oversight subcommittee as it relates to this particular issue and what took place.
I want to watch this again real quick. Guys, give me a second. Here we go.
The gentlelady from Texas is recognized to strike the last word.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I'd ask to strike the last words.
The gentlelady is recognized.
Thank you so much. It is so hard to sit here sometimes because I didn't come to Congress to write laws or to do things that are hurting people.
Yeah.
I'm just asking if there's any decency or heart or courage on that side of the aisle. The fact that a woman was killed, she was shot in her head, and y'all are pretending like nothing happened. I remember when Charlie Kirk got killed. Do you remember what our response was? Our response wasn't to sit there and pretend like it was okay. Is it okay because you have a badge? Because the last time I checked, allegedly no one is above the law. Can y'all not just have a little bit of courage and humanity?
That's when the action started. Yeah.
The child has lost her mom.
Yeah.
And y'all want to pretend that it is okay. I am asking if there is anyone that will stand for the very people that elected us and sent us to Congress. You tell us things like, well, the immigrants are bad, and so we got to get all these bills because the immigrants are the ones that are causing the harm, they're bringing the crime. The mayor of Minneapolis told y'all to get the fuck out. Yet y'all are the ones, it is this administration that is bringing crime to their streets. That's what's happening.
It's the third incident where somebody has dropped an F-bomb in this committee, including the video.
I'm sorry.
Including the video that we had to watch earlier.
Are your princess ears okay?
Is it? profanity.
Well,
is-
but
the
you're
princess
more
ears
upset
of
about my
Representatives.
words
The
than
committee-
you are about the fact that a
Are
woman
you
the
is
House
soft?
of Representatives.
The gentlelady
Are we
will
offending your
suspend-
princess ears? Are they that soft?
All members
Well,
will
maybe some of the
suspend.
kids out there.
Mr. Chairman, it is the
You're
gentlelady's
killing
time.
them.
kids.
It is the gentlelady's time. Let's let her have
Wait,
her time.
It is the gentlelady's time.
Moxie says the voice crack was very believable. Did she use sense memory for that? Impressive. I told you it was very impressive. I commend her for her acting skills. But Moxie, you and I both know this was a science fiction because a black woman is not crying for no white woman. Those are facts. So this is what makes this a fiction. What's up? Salute, man. Said not a tear. Nope, not at all. Here we go.
And would you stop the clock for a moment? Okay, and
That was the quote.
I'll restore that. The chair will remind all members that the person controlling the time is not to be unreasonably interrupted. We would further admonish that whenever possible to express the full meaning of something, it be done so without an expletive that may be offensive to people here in the audience or those who watch this on television. I understand that a quote at times is essential, but I would admonish everyone that it has been the practice of this committee for the many years I've been here to use such things as F-bomb in order to get the message out without actually using the word. Notwithstanding that, the gentlelady will be recognized for this time plus an additional 20 seconds. The gentlelady may continue.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Long story short, we are sitting in judiciary and no one on that side of the aisle seems to care that this particular person whose name we don't know at this point became the judge, jury, and executioner. I don't know how you square that. And then we're sitting here literally in markup for a bail funds bill. When I first ran for office, it was in the midst of yet another lynching by law enforcement in Minneapolis. At that time, it was George Floyd. I remember working as a pro bono criminal defense attorney to help protesters that were being arrested. There were more than 600 protesters that were arrested in Dallas. There were churches that came together to make sure that there were bail funds. There were nonprofit organizations. And to explain how it works for bail, since we're in judiciary and we're writing the laws, and some people may not understand this, but those bail funds, those nonprofit organizations are not the ones that determine whether or not somebody gets bail. What they do is they help out poor people, which I know y'all are not interested in either. But they help out people that aren't rich and famous and have limitless amounts of money, like all of the Epstein defendants who somehow y'all can't find, even though y'all went and got Maduro. But it helps out those people to be able to get out of jail. Many of those people that if they spend just a couple of days in jail will then be thrust into straight up poverty because they will lose everything. Why it is that you want to criminalize people such as churches that are trying to help the poor because they understand what the Bible says, and they don't just say that they understand it or say that they love Jesus, but they decide that they actually put it into works because faith without works is dead.
Why don't you? I want to ask Mammy Crockett. Why doesn't she just house these illegals then? Why doesn't she house the illegals? We've already talked about this before. Since you're such a Christian and Christianity says just love everybody, yada, yada, yada. Why don't you just house these people? I'm pretty sure she has a 5-bedroom, 6-bedroom home. Why doesn't she just house these people since she just loves everybody? You love them, right? Why don't you house them? She ain't about to house them. Or she is not going to house them. Yeah, why doesn't she house these illegal Venezuelans, these illegal Colombians, these illegal Mexicans, like Jesse Lee Peterson says? Why don't you do it then, Mammy Crockett? If anybody's ever seen 5 Heartbeats, you would know the reference because you ain't gonna do it. You just talking. She just talking. Tip Bittersweet says she's trying to get the poor vote too and the white woman vote. She has been activated by the Dems. Hello. KC says, CT, did you see Renee Good's GoFundMe? They raised over $1.5 million. The craziness. I haven't seen it, but I did hear that she raised over $1 million the last time I did or hear about it.
That is wrong too. And I'm here to tell you that there's going to be a lot of nonprofit organizations that are going to step up in this moment because there are going to be protests around this entire country because of the state-sanctioned execution that we all saw.
The state sanctioned the execution? I had no idea. No shit, really.
Unfold. Unless there is some kind of justice that takes place and we get the name of that officer and that officer is prosecuted. So I ask that law enforcement, we have oversight over them. I am the oversight ranker. Let's go ahead. In fact, I make a motion that we have a hearing in the oversight subcommittee as it relates to this particular issue and what took place.
The gentlelady was not recognized for
let me see. John Dunning with the $5 super chat. Didn't Hillary say never let a good crisis go to waste? What was that, back in 2016, sir? I believe it was in 2016 when she said that. Guys, get the likes up, share the video, guys. Positivity is definitely coming your way, guys. Go over to Just the Guys podcast and subscribe, and go over to Pops and Politics and subscribe, guys. Get the likes up, share the video. Who is hoping for Iran to fall, or the regime to fall, the current regime, so that Iran could be a vacation destination for all of us, guys? There's a lot of opportunity that can be made with Iran the regime falling. You know, I don't know too much about what goes on in Iran, but you know, if it becomes secular again, something as simple as alcohol sales, man, you know, you can sell alcohol there freely, you know, or you can do, I'm going to be kind of raunchy here, but if you're in the market for, you know, this, and I'm not trying to encourage it, but we can, I mean, think about the opportunities in Iran that can arise, man, you know, OnlyFans. I mean, some of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life are Persian women. And why not? You know, that'll be a market that'll be available for a lot of Persian women, you know, OnlyFans, you know, things of that magnitude, guys. So think about that, guys. Think about that, guys. Hafiz, speaking of Iranians, what's up, Hafiz? Salute to you. Positivity is definitely coming your way, but at the speed of light, guys. Get the likes up. Internet guy says, did you notice that when she said nonprofits, she left out governmental nonprofit? That's the taxpayers' money. I did, actually. I did. Avarian C says, Eric Holder said that, not Hillary Clinton. I can't remember. But John did send over a super chat, man. So let's still respect it nevertheless, guys. Get the likes up, guys. Share the video. Iran is on the verge of collapsing. They've, you know, this is why I say, man, when people get to talking shit about America, they get to talking shit about America, man. Talking about you don't have any rights in America. Brutality. They're over there deleting protesters, bro. I mean, imagine being out there protesting, you know, the Ayatollah should fall. Boom! They just blast your ass. They blast you for speaking out against the Ayatollah. Now, here in America, I mean, you could say F Trump or you could say F Biden. Nothing happened to you. And that's how it's supposed to be. But imagine what's going on over there, man. Oh, F the Ayatollah. And, you got to sign up, and one of these soldiers come out. Bow! They beat the dog breaks out of you. That's why I get so infuriated. This is why I get really infuriated, man. When people in the States, they talk this dumb shit, oh, our rights are being taken away. No, they're not, bro. No, they're not. They're most countries on the planet don't even allow their citizens to even carry pistols, guns, anything. Here goes they're trying to take our 2A away. Who's trying to take your 2A away? What are you talking about? Nobody's trying to take your 2A away, man. Here goes a country where you can't even protest without getting a bullet in your ass. I'm gonna use street talk. A bullet in your ass for protesting. Over 500 Iranians have gotten K-worded because they want a different government, man. Could you imagine 500 American protesters being K-worded? It wouldn't happen here. That's why I thank God I'm in this country, man. Jesus, man. Sheena says the Iranian people need freedom and young women need freedom. And talking about Persian women should sell coochie. Wow. No, I mean, okay. Well, I did mention that, but there's, in my opinion, I'm stuttering now because, I don't want to get caught up on my words here, but there's nothing wrong with the sex industry. So, there's so many opportunities that can open up in Iran if it becomes a secular nation, which it probably should become. I think most nations should become secular, to be honest with you, man. I'm telling you, it's good for tourism. Imagine that. Hey, honey, we're going to take the kids to Tehran. It's good for tourism. Don't you want to visit Iran one day, Sheena? Hey, honey, we're going to go to Iran this summer. They have great beaches, nice weather, ancient culture. I would love to go to Iran one day. I wouldn't buy any coochie there, but I would love to go. Let's see, guys. Get the likes up. Get the likes up, guys. And you got to really think, man, Iran, if it becomes a secular nation, that it's more of a buffer in the Middle East. It's more of a buffer state. Islam is bad. Radical Islam is bad. Excuse me, YouTube. I said radical Islam is bad. And that's a hot spot for it, allegedly. Let's see, guys. Get the likes up. Share the video, man. Get the likes up. Randall says that comment about selling coochie is just a list of reasons that the white man is the devil. The white man was so much the devil. Why does everybody try to come to the white man's nations, man? It ain't gonna work, Randall. It's not gonna work, buddy. Get the likes up, guys. It's not gonna work. Here we go. Oh, no, that's not it. Okay, here we go. I'm looking at something, guys. Hey, here we go. Hold on, let me do this real quick.
You talking about?
There it is.
I stabbed one single woman that died that came in. Mr. Mark Ruffalo, why are you talking about I stabbed one single woman that died that came in front of ICE? I don't understand where you guys want to take this with Gaza and Hamas and Islamic Republic of Iran. Neither of you have lived under the Islamic Republic tyranny that you guys are talking about the death of one single woman that have came in front of an ICE agent, a police. And you guys are talking about, you guys have human rights. You guys have everything that you need in your life. We have been taken, our lives have been taken away from us. You guys have everything, and you guys once have.
And he's very passionate.
One president in your country that wants the best for the people of America that have built the land for 250 years. America has a right to have a country. America has a right to have a country as much as Iranians have a right to have a country. So let's get the facts right here. All right?
I love it. I love the fact that this Iranian, that has to be some dangerous. That has to be very dangerous to speak out against a regime like that. To be on camera doing it. But what I love about this, and I can't believe I'm saying this, man. I'm pro them right now. I'm pro this new Iran that these people want. I love the fact that he's wearing a Yankees hat. Man, I love that. Man, damn. That's the beauty of this scene. Maybe it was set up this way, but I love the fact that this Iranian man, who more than likely is, I don't know if they are in Iran right now. They probably are, because that looks like the protest. But the fact that he's wearing a Yankees hat, man, that's how the planet should be, man. The planet should be very Western, a Western civilization, man. It's the greatest it's the greatest ideology known to man, man. Human rights, freedoms. Oh, man. I can't believe I'm living through this shit, man. This is beautiful seeing this. Get the likes up, guys. Share the video. Fella Tavia says blacks would still have a bone in their nose if not for the hunky. What are you talking about? Africans never had bones in their nose. This sounds really stupid. Come on, man. You gotta stop saying stupid shit, man. Blacks with a 5 says facts. Yeah. I want to listen to this again. I like this guy's
Mr. Mark Ruffalo, why are you talking about the ICE, that one single woman that died, that came in front of ICE? I don't understand where you guys want to take this for Gaza and Hamas and the Islamic Republic of Iran. Neither of you have lived under the Islamic Republic tyranny that you guys are talking about the death of one single woman that have came in front of an ICE agent, a police. And you guys are talking about, you guys have human rights. You guys have everything that you need in your life. We have been taken, our lives have been taken away from us. You guys have everything, and you guys once have one president in your country that wants the best for the people of America that have built the land for 250 years. America has a right to have a country. America has a right to have a country as much as Iranians have a right to have a country. So let's get the facts right here. All right? Let's not get ourselves lost in this illusion that you guys have been building for us, for people. All right?
Damn.
Mr. Mark Ruffalo.
That's passion. That is absolute. That's the passion that I like, guys. Get the likes up. American Millennial says liberals say the Muslim extremists are good. CT, are you sweating? No, I'm not sweating. No, not at all. Guys, get the likes up, man. Share the video. Hold on for a second.
Hate the mullahs. There are Armenians living in Iran right now who hate the mullahs. Okay, but regime change should not be spurred by the United States and Israel, which wants to install.
You don't hate the regime in Iran. You don't hate the Islamic Republic. You hate us. You hate every single woman who get beaten up, who go to prison, who get lashes for the crime of just simply dressing like you. You hate us because you give misinformation to international community right now. Absolutely darkness in Iran because of the internet shutdown. Iranians have no.
Oh yeah. The internet. See, you Americans are soft. You couldn't go. I think it's been 3 days now, man. You Americans couldn't go 3 days without the internet, man. Stop. That internet is powerful, man. That is it's powerful. That goddamn internet. It opens your world up. It really opens your world view. You see the world for what it really is, man. I was online the other day, man. I was watching different content creators over in Baghdad. I said, God damn, Baghdad has Starbucks? For all I, growing up as a kid, all you saw in Baghdad was, a whole bunch of little Baghdadi kids running around with sandals on. And then you saw the statue of Saddam being toppled. I watch these YouTubers, man. They're all in these little bars and city life going on in Baghdad. They're talking to all of these very open-minded Baghdadis. I'm like, God damn, that ain't what I thought. I thought I thought that when you go to Baghdad, you just get beheaded. But that internet, man, is really showing you that the world is not the propaganda that the legacy media has been showing us for years. It's not like that. And Movement says airing a topic that's already been flagged out days ago by every other YouTube doesn't seem winning or like a winning formula. I make my own winning formula and Movement. That's the difference between me and you. That's the difference between me and you, son. I'm tired of y'all telling me how to run shit over here. Those days are over, bro. Those days are over. Those days are over, man. You don't like the topic because it's really showing you. It's really showing you that the world is bigger than America. That's what it really boils down to. That's what it really boils down to. The world is bigger than America. In America, what do? All we do is talk about blacks all day. And what else in America? Some entertainment bullshit. But you literally across the planet, man, you have some of the most incredible things happening right now. Don't get me talking about China again. I'll get to hurting y'all feelings again. Don't let me get to talking about China again. I'll do it to you. I will do it to you. CT, please only talk about blacks and entertainment bullshit. No, I actually like talking about what's going on in Iran. I think it's very interesting, to be honest with you, that a people prior to the Iranian Revolution were probably on the verge of being damn near parallel to America, to be honest with you. And you see what radical Islam has been doing to a lot of people on the planet. Nobody wants to live under that shit anymore in the 21st century. It's antiquated. It's antiquated to a degree. Well, not to a degree. It is antiquated. And Movement says, I like the China topics. Oh, thank you. Black Sudafat says, the Ayatollah of Iran is done for. These patriots are not going back to that recessive, oppressive ideology. Black Sudafat says, nothing is bigger than America. I think we've proven that with the latest military strikes and seizures. Venezuela is a little backwater country, but I bet we can't go in there and take Gigi. Man, America can't even go in there and take Kim Jong-un. America ain't really that big and bad. I mean, I'm not knocking America and its military, but how bad are we? Can we go take Kim Jong-un like that? Doubt it. I doubt it. Nah. Look, man, I love America, man. I love democracy, man. I love this republic. But the fact of the matter is that I have to call it like I see it. Now, you said America is big and bad. when it comes to this part of the planet, but we ain't really that big and bad. We don't talk that hot shit when it comes to China, because we need China. Because first of all, we are coupled with China. We're never going to decouple from China. So, that's one of the things, and we for damn sure won't mess with North Korea, because North Korea is backed by China, and North Korea, how do we say it, is about that life, nuclear warheads. So, I know blacks will probably say, well, their nuclear warheads can't even, go 50 miles. Oh, okay. Guys, get the likes up, guys. Share the video. Let's see, guys. American Millennial says, you are disingenuous with your China glazing. So I don't care what you say anymore. You pick and choose what you want to show when it comes to China. When their fancy new bridges collapse, you say nothing. American Millennial, I rock with you, man. Show me the fancy new bridges in America. I can show you collapsed, dilapidated buildings right in America right now. Are we forgetting that we have dilapidated, we have abandoned towns, buildings in America? Are we forgetting the mall industrial complex that collapsed 20 years ago? Are we forgetting that? Are we forgetting these things, that there are dilapidated malls throughout America right now? Oh, yeah. Let's not talk about that, right? Let's not talk about that. Let's not get into that. That hurts my feelings. CT, America, China's bridges collapse. Said the person who's never been to China. Salute to you, America Millennial. Thank you so much for all of your continued support. I rock with you, man. Guys, get the likes up. Get the likes up, guys.
You go on Iran, on Iran talking everywhere to international media and giving wrong information. You say that the Iranian people do not want regime change being imposed by Trump administration or Prime Minister Netanyahu. Who said that? Iranian took to the streets since 2009, 6 major uprising, and they made it clear that this is the people of Iran who want to.
Is she gonna? I mean, I rock with her. I'm on her side, but she should have done her hair or something at least before she got on camera.
Change the regime, and then you saying that this is external regime change. When you say that, it just reminds me of the time when I launched my campaign against compulsory hijab. Ilhan Omar, the hijabi congresswoman, said the exact same thing, accused me, saying that smear campaign everywhere. She said that Masih Alinejad is the mouthpiece of President Trump and her campaign is being pushed by Trump administration. And guess what? The day after, the Iranian state television used her information to attack me. And a month later, Ali Khamenei, the leader of the Islamic Republic, used the same narrative, saying that that American agent must be killed.
Wait a minute. Poon Cooter says, CT, we don't have nice bridges. Here comes the excuses, because we spend $1 trillion on the military to go overthrow countries like Venezuela for oil, and the companies like Exxon aren't even interested. That is true. Rugg says, CT, are you trolling with these weird people? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We're talking about Iran today, or Iran. Black Sudafa says, CT, it does bode well for you that it does bode well for you that to put a black woman on the Shiren agreeing with you, on the screen agreeing with you. Who is a black woman? Who are you talking about? That woman is not a black woman. What are you talking about? She's not even black.
Yes, with the same.
Who this? This is not a black woman. What are you talking about? Are we talking? Wait a minute. Let me black CT. Okay, Black Suit of Fire. Are you certainly you're not talking about this woman? I thought she was she looks Yemenese to me. What the fuck are you? What are you talking about? You think that this is a black one? Oh my God. She could pass for a Mexican, for all I know.
Narrative. He ordered my killing. And guess what? They hired killers to kill me on US soil.
So she's Iranian. Oh, okay.
3 times. Now you're doing the same thing by accusing Iranians being led by Prime Minister Netanyahu and President Trump, by accusing them promoting external regime change. You are actually giving excuse to Iranian regime to slaughter Iranians, to kill innocent and unarmed protesters. This is what you're doing. And stop doing that. If you decided to keep silent, that's fine. But when people of Iran are being banned from internet, they don't have a voice, don't go on media and talk on behalf of them. Let us talk. Let us talk. Because of your narrative, right now, thousands of people.
Can we look up what was the original religion of the Persian people? I know that they were it was the Medes and the Persians, but what was their original religion? Maybe they should go back to their original religion. I know Afis can help me out with that. What was their original religion? Give me 1 second. Let me look at the chat real quick. It wasn't Islam. Islam wasn't their original religion. No, I'm talking about thousands of years ago. I'm talking about before the 7th century. Well, I don't know when. I know that Islam was brought in to what we now call Iran in the 8th century, maybe by the Turks, if I'm not mistaken. No, you're good. No, it wasn't Islam. It was I don't know what the religion was, to be honest with you. I don't know what it was. Zoroastrian. Oh, man, we need a fix it. I can't even say it right. Zoroastrian. Yeah, oh, okay. I believe that's still practiced to this day, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, okay. Paganism. Why is it paganism? Well, what makes it paganism? Because I'm real Israel and I say so. How do you know it's paganism? Who are you to say that their original religion is paganism? That is absolutely so goddamn. That is arrogant as fuck, man. Who are you to say that their religion was paganism? Oh yeah, their religion is paganism. Oh, you still okay? Oh, the feast says they still have it. Oh, I didn't know. Okay. Yeah, like that is absolutely arrogant assumption to say. Oh yeah, real Israel said. Oh yeah, Zoroastrianism is paganism. Says who? Says you? Who are you? Their religion guided them through I don't know how many thousands of years, or I don't know how it was formed or founded, but who to say that religion to them and whatever their spiritual practices aren't as real as whatever yours is, real Israel, which I can assume is the Abrahamic religion. Maybe they should go back to that as well, to be completely honest with you. L said, let's go, CT. Thank you so much. Felantavia says most liberals don't know Iran went Islam in 1979. Well, prior to the Iranian Revolution, they were secular, but there was a time when they were Muslim. They were heavily Muslim too, believe it or not. They were Muslim since the 7th century, but the Iranian Revolution made it, I believe, state law, if I'm not mistaken. Let's watch the rest of this video. Real Israel says, CT, you practice paganism. You can't be this dumb on the internet, but unfortunately you are. Real Israel, you are an honorable troll. You're not like a sneaky little conniving troll like some people are. Brother, you're just an ape. You're just an ape on a floating rock in infinity. Bro, you don't know what's going on. Neither do I, to be completely honest with you, man. You're just as lost as I am, to be honest with you. I see you in the back, Bravely. Give me 1 second. Me and you were both born in the middle of history, bro. The universe has been here for billions of years, and it'll be here billions of years after human beings have long perished, bro. Bro, you don't know what you're talking about, man. To be completely honest with you, bro. Oh, it's paganism. Yeah, okay. Right. Yeah. Hafiz says Zoroastrianism is what started Judaism. No shit. I had no idea. Hold on for a second, Brave.
People have been killed in the streets because the Islamic Republic officials took on state television saying the exact same thing that you said, that this is external regime change being led by Prime Minister Netanyahu and President Trump. It's not. We, the people of Iran, being trapped by a barbaric regime, by a terrorist regime, and they are slaughtering people. They are killing people. More than 2,000 people have been.
Yeah, see, when I said that earlier today, so the official reports were 560, but I've read on other sources, non-confirmed, that there were 2,000 to 6,000. That's a big wide gap. So it might be more than that. Like I said before, man, that's crazy what's going on over there. Imagine during the summer of love, George Floyd, if those people were being K-worded in masses of numbers.
Killed. We are in Germany. Be brave and stand with the people of Iran. If you cannot, then don't help the Iranian regime.
I'm pro the protesters, man. Black Suitify says, CT, I was referring to the lady you posted from the chat. Oh, okay, I got you. All right, thanks, bro. Thanks. What's up, Be Brave? Go ahead, buddy.
Pro the protesters in Iran or U.S.?
I am pro the Iranian protesters.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
There's no other place to be other than pro-Iranian protesters. All you got to do is imagine living under them crazy laws.
Yeah.
But this is I always
put you on the screen for like 1 minute, okay? Sure. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Go ahead, buddy.
Do you mind? I can't help but literally just goddamn rub this in with everything I'm made of, every fiber of my being. If you don't mind, and I'm not going to be doing much on. I'm not trying to. But have we noticed how much property damage isn't being done by all these white, goofy, sick protesters? How much property damage is not being done? Have you looked at that, folks? Is it sinking in? You want to go back to the protests after George Floyd and look at the regular run-of-the-mill pictures of those protests, supposedly peaceful protests? The mass lootings, breakings, bombings, fires. You can't let that slip by. I know we do. I don't. But I know you goddamn intellectual cowards out there do. Pay no attention. I mean, what? Doesn't mean anything. No, it's disgusting that nobody's commenting on this in the news or any goddamn place else other than a bottom-feeding two-bit loser. Because it's remarkable. It's amazing. To me, it is.
I'm sorry, Brave. Go back. What were you just saying? I have stepped away.
I said it's amazing how nobody is commenting on the fact that there's no property damage being done from these protests of all these white people.
With Renee Good.
Yeah, with Renee Good.
I never thought about that.
I know nobody does.
Yeah.
First and foremost, no goddamn filthy fucking chicken. I'm sorry. Can we?
No, you can say the F word. You can say the F word. Yeah.
To really makes me sick is no fucking stupid white people are saying anything about it. You dumb fucking bastards. You wonder why the fucking black people have so little respect and feel such free to give white people such a hard time. Bottom feeding two-bit old fucking loser up on these streets, and I'm the only one in the goddamn nation that's the nation. I haven't heard anybody comment.
I didn't even think about that.
Well, no, I've heard nobody say anything about it, and I'm sitting there flabbergasted over it. I'm proud as a peach over my white people. Look at these idiots that are sick, twisted, fat, ugly, white ass goddamn liberals.
Yeah, she didn't really look that. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
And no, I'm talking about the protesters. All them ugly ass white women in them crowds. There's nobody doing property damage. There's nobody burning anything down.
So what are you saying here, Bray? All right, so nobody's doing any.
I'm saying there's an obvious show of superior intellect and occurrence in cultural desires of somewhat still maintaining something, as opposed to just acting like a goddamn animal and tearing everything down over some stupid shit.
Brave, I didn't.
You know what? You got to hand it to white people. You got to hand it to white people here, big time.
You know what, Brave? I didn't even think about that. I mean, I didn't even think about it. It didn't even cross my mind that there was no property damage, or there hasn't been any property damage. Wow.
What's going to be the excuse me? What's going to be the dollar total outside of the cost of the officers and what's going to be the dollar total of property damage?
I mean, if you consider, I guess if they're standing on public property and damaging the lawn just by standing there, I guess you have to factor that in, but probably little under.
You think that's really? You think
little under 50,000, probably nationally? Yeah.
Oh yeah. No,
grass. Yeah, I don't think that's that. Obviously you're standing on.
I don't call that property damage.
Yeah, but you mean like personal property? Probably not.
I'm talking about mass looting.
Oh no, zero.
I'm talking about burning police stations and cars and breaking and smashing.
Go ahead, Bray. Go ahead.
And this is really a horrible shoot. I'm glad I'm on the ISIS side. Don't get me wrong.
Go ahead.
I'm on ISIS side.
We all are.
Yeah.
Why do you think
it was not a good shoot?
So you believe it's just higher intellect that has
there's nothing else on display here but something superior.
Could it be that a lot of the protesters are older as well, or
no?
I mean, a lot of
where's our dumb young people then? If you're going to assign it to age, where's all our dumb young people? I'm still intellectual win, W, big time. Not just a little bit. It's just well, not quite as much property damage. Well, there's only about half as much.
Well, Black Suitify says there has been property damage. They broke into the Hilton Hotel, firebombed cars, and have begun to loot. I have now Black. Yeah. I personally have not heard about this, but Brave, go ahead.
They firebombed cars in the one Hilton Hotel. Got anything else, Black Suitify? You want to add it up? Get the hell out of here with that stupid shit. And I appreciate him bringing up the little bit of property damage it was, but there's nothing that compares. It's not even on the same. There's just nothing there.
Right. Black says there's more. It says there's more to come.
That's true. It could be. I might have to eat crow, but I don't think so because I know white people. Now, if there's more to come, you know who's going to be doing it if it gets done?
Who?
It'll be either Spanish. It'll be Spanish people doing it. White people that they don't. This is what's sickening about it. You see, over George Floyd, there was nothing to riot there. Nothing. I don't care. It was just a dumb, stupid mishap. I'm glad Derek Chauvin's in prison on that one. I do not want this ICE agent messed with here. Derek Chauvin, I wanted him in jail. You had a man on that back, and you had a man on the legs. His hands were handcuffed from the minute he got out of that SUV. There was no call to put your knee on the back of that guy's area right close to his neck for 9 minutes and sit there with a smug look on your face. But still, what you were dealing with. So what? Burn the country down? But no, whites aren't doing it. And I just wanted to come up here and just point that out. Just yet another obvious area of superiority for the white race. Give us a big OW on that one, blackies, if you would, please. I know nobody noticed it or nobody's saying anything about it on any place, anywhere. I'm the first you heard say it or point it out, which is pathetic because a lot of white people should be pointing it out. A lot of white people should. There are white content creators that are very fed up with black people that are not pointing it out.
Even me, man, I didn't even pay attention to the fact that there's no destructive, even with and this would be the left, and they're not destructive as they once were with the George Floyd riots. I didn't even notice that.
Not only are they on the left, it's the ugly fat white women, the most pissed off aspect of our society.
Yeah.
The most rejected, pissed off aspect of our society. And they're punk ass men that follow them around. And they're still, keeping it civil. Very civil. That Hilton smash in, yep, nothing to it. It was over. Didn't burn it down. Probably, I bet you after they smashed those windows, they didn't do a bit more than another $5,000 worth of interior damage. I bet on it. Car bombs, nah. A car bomb here or there, setting the car on fire. I wouldn't doubt if that wasn't an agent that did that for them.
Gippy says, BS. They vandalized multiple hotels they thought had ICE staying there.
Okay. Vandalize. Look how they got to use the word vandalize. I'm talking people burning down shit. I'm talking people mass looting everywhere they went. Vandalized. What's the cost of repairing what they did? And I hate to break it to them. Also, they actually kind of almost, if this scene had any logic to it at all, they thought ICE were staying in there, so they were after somebody.
Yeah.
As opposed to going after innocent business owners and tearing their lives up. Get it what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nice try there, Gimpy. I understand your duty to blacks, but yeah, nice try, but a horrible fail. Want to try anything else, Gimpy?
Go ahead, Brave. I didn't even think about this, man. Go ahead, buddy.
So it's just amazing to me. The first thing I noticed, well, because I noticed I'm kind of sick of black people, and I notice and I have been making a claim that white people have the superior collective IQ on the planet as far as large groups of races, not individual, but the collective. We reign supreme, and this is a very good. This is a case study. You won't see a case study, well, because it's kind of because of what the outcome, the so-called disparate impact of the results would be. Well, let me see. Whites did this for 3 weeks. Blacks did this for 3 weeks. Whoops. Yeah. In other words, the blacks weren't protesting justice. They were looting and tearing cities up because they were having fun. These people are at least focused on their delusions and staying focused on their delusions. I mean, you got to give it to the white race on this, man. It's like it's a big neon sign. Superior people, superior people, superior people. I hate to break it to you. Boys and girls. When I come up here talking about white superiority, I'm not playing. I'm just because I'm white. It ain't us, hand to God. That ain't the reason. I'm a street level social scientist. None of this shit don't get by me. I've always been one to take the notes that nobody wanted to take or look at, maybe. Hell, I'm surprised that this ain't a common theme throughout the country on the biggest talk shows across the country. There's such a difference in the amount of damage being done. So do you think there's any chance that that's being covered up or don't say nothing, news. You think there's any chance of that, folks? Like, hey, whoa. We can't give whites this kind of credit. So let's not let this meme catch hold. I mean, it's amazing to me. It blows my mind what I'm watching here. I'm very impressed with white people here. I am. As sick as they are. I'd like to see a whole lot more very violent things happen to protesters from ICE when they get in their faces. They're trying to round up people that that are supposed to be deported. They're trying to do a function that maintains domestic tranquility. And you got protesters that are stopping them from doing that. You know, this isn't about going in and causing a lot of trouble in any way, certain, shape, or form. And no, I'm not giving Trump credit for any of this, folks. I'm saying the global corporate machine is busting a move. As I've said only about for the last 3 years of my life, they're going to do this. But they're, you know, it's like, you know, what are they doing with it? How far do they want to take it? You know, but I'm just, it amazes me that whites aren't getting any credit at all for how basically peacefully they're protesting. Not a damn credit, not a damn word of it anywhere. Not one. Nah, okay. If I heard, okay, wait a minute. Well, I did hear a bit of it on the, no. I did hear, that content creator says, no. It's like it's right over people's fucking head. And I think it's because they're so afraid of hurting blacks' feelings. I think people shut shit out because they're afraid of hurting blacks' feelings. Because this is just such a show of the difference between the races. This is goddamn science. This is pure grade A goddamn material to be studied in the highest halls of learning. Let's mark it. What's the reason for this? Oh, it's poverty. Blacks were impoverished and the whites weren't. Well, there's no poor white people out there doing it. So the fucking poverty pit don't play, does it? See how that works? I see how I got you. See how you got to have brains to get over on an old bottom feeding 2-bit loser? Nice try. Hell, the poverty and the white people, they're on ISIS side. I guarantee goddamn it. By far more than less. Go into a trailer park and see what them boys saying. Goddamn bitch shouldn't fucking try to run over it. Goddamn. Where's their 18 and 20-year-olds mass looting?
Norman says the whites are paid actors.
Well, they sure got a whole bunch of, they've got them all over the nation then.
Yeah.
They got them all over the nation. See how people are desperate?
See.
It scares them, CT, to know that whites are this superior. It fucks people up. I don't get it. Just let whites be who we are. Stay in our wake. Right behind us. Make it easy for yourself. We'll cut the waters for you, man. Jesus Christ. But, you know, give credit where credit is due. Black folks, you're watching this unfold before your very eyes. Why do you think we have the greatest culture in the history of the human species? White people. Wherever we go, why do you think it's all civil and sensible? This is how we act when we're pissed off. It's still no harm done. But you know, we don't get credit for it. No. Don't get that goddamn bit of credit. And you see it, I'm not reading your chat. Seeing any other insane goddamn excuses trying to protect Blackie on this? Because I'm pointing out very succinctly. This race does this, and this race does this, given the same circumstances. Get it? Don't ever forget this, folks. You people listening to the CT show right now, that old stupid bottom feeding 2-bit fucking loser laid it fucking out right there. Whites are superior. If there's ever been a piece of goddamn proof, this is it. If there's ever been a goddamn piece of proof, this is it. This is remarkable. You got something here that's exactly that was a bad shoot.
It was a bad shoot.
It was a bad shoot.
No. It was a good shoot. It was a good shoot.
No. It was a
good shoot.
Okay. He could have refrained. She actually bumped his leg. That's why I'm saying the borderline is there to where I'm going, up, too bad, lady. See ya. Because there's too much tension there and you push buttons and you got too close to the fire, you got burnt.
So wait a minute. I said it was a good shoot. You said it was a bad shoot.
I'm saying I'm glad he isn't getting in trouble.
Oh, okay.
Borderline.
Yeah.
It's borderline. There's too much borderline there, but still, it could have erred on the side of let the stupid human live, because his leg was bumped. The damage was out. He was out of damage at that point, and he chose to pull that trigger. And I don't want him to do a day of jail for it. Not a day, because anytime when you these police are human, man.
Yeah.
You know what that shoot was about, CT? It was about
I already know what it was about, but what do you think it was?
It was about revenge.
What do you mean?
That dude said, since we can cuss, let me say what went through that dude's mind. You filthy motherfucker.
Revenge for what?
For fucking hurt from coming at him with that car.
Oh, I'm thinking you're talking about something.
No, the guy, the shooter I'm talking about, it was a revenge shooting. He didn't have to shoot her. Okay. He said, fuck you. What? His human instincts kicked in for more revenge than self-preservation.
Yeah.
That's what that was. And I'm glad he got it. So what? Good. What are you coming at a man like that for with a 2-ton vehicle? Guess what? He didn't play the old soft shoe. He said, you know what? If you're that fucking mean and nasty, you stupid bitch, here, heck, take a couple. So I'm glad he did it.
Fella Tavia says, if y'all are so superior, why not segregate from white folks?
What?
Huh? Is Fella Tavia a black person or a white person?
If y'all are superior, why not segregate from white folks? White folks segregate from white folks? Does he know what he's talking about?
Maybe he's a white person. I don't know.
Maybe they're desperate and they just don't when I point this out and nobody else has, it just fucks people up right now. They're all fucking going, God damn, he's got a point. I gotta fuck him up somehow. God damn it, that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, nice try. You know what the fucking word empirical means? Empirical evidence? Has there ever been more empirical fucking evidence of a fucking superior race than what you're looking at right now? Why are they have to block out the sun with weather modification, but y'all better can't be Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, I told you, man. And they are solar engineering. They are solar radiation management.
But if you are with us in this rally, we're going to have about a half-hour rally, and then we want to go and march all the way around the White House because we want the image to go out to the whole world that we are calling forward a struggle for millions of people to be in the streets to vacate the residence of this White House.
Did you see the video of Brave, of Jasmine Crockett crying over? She was in a judiciary.
No, I just seen that tuning into your show just a little bit ago. I just get tuned into your show and went back through some of it and seen a little bit of her talk. And God, she makes me puke every time I listen to her.
Why is that?
Huh?
Why is that?
Oh, because it's just black pissing and moaning on steroids in the halls of Congress.
What's up, Mike? But yeah. Do you think she legitimately is crying for Renee?
No.
Go ahead, buddy.
No. That bitch is not that witch is nothing. Everybody in Congress, most of them are nothing but role players.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, all of them. I mean, come on. They're without the money that they're paid to be there, they wouldn't even be there because of what it takes to get elected. That's why I say at the national level, don't ever take politicians serious. Trump, Biden, none of them. Don't, just live your life, man. Stop it, for God's sake. Stop it. Good God. I'm just saying, I'm just impressed that with the global corporate machine pushing these buttons like they're pushing them, how the white race is coming out shining like a rose just shining like a diamond on this compared to what blacks do in these situations. It just shows why we run the country, and it shows why blacks get in the back and shut the fuck up. Shut up. You're out of your fucking minds in so many goddamn ways you don't even know what hit you. Just let us lead and do this, for God's sakes. but yeah, Jasmine Crockett is nothing but a piece of shit. And
I will agree. I don't agree on Be Brave with a lot of stuff, but I think she was being disingenuous. CT. I think that was crocodile tears. I don't think it was real. That wasn't. In my opinion, I've seen people break down. CT. You worked in all kinds of backgrounds with mental health and stuff like that, and I'm telling you, it seemed fake. I mean, I wouldn't want to ever put down someone's pain. But it didn't seem real to me, brother. It just seemed like she was putting on a show, and it was like Kathy Griffin acting. It's like D-level acting. It's like, if you're gonna act, be a good actor, Yeah. But what do you guys think?
I don't care any further about it. Okay, she was faking. Let's move on. Another thing. If you look at the left-right divide.
Yeah.
Did you hear the National Guard? The threat that Tim Walz gave the National Guard?
Yeah.
To bring National Guard in against ICE, correct?
Well, so Be Brave, in your opinion, what do you think is going to happen if the National Guard, who is sworn to uphold the president of the United States, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not the governor, to protect the president of the United States, the country. If they go against the president's wishes, isn't that insurrection? Isn't that a terrorist?
The whole thing is ridiculous. You've got an agency that is charged with keeping domestic tranquility, National Guard. Go ahead, CT Reed.
Gimpy with the $2 super chat. That is the most racist thing I've heard all day.
Oh, I thank you very much. You make me proud, Gimpy. I think it's the most racist thing I've heard in the fucking cross the nation on the matter myself.
Well,
I don't think I've heard anybody else say it, Gimpy. So couldn't you give me credit where credit is due? You heard anybody bring that up on any other shows throughout the goddamn nation? The magnificence of the fucking lack of property rights.
Just say Be Brave. Just say gosh darn. Just say gosh.
Oh, gosh darn. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Don't say the Lord's name in vain. But no, the whole thing is no. Listen, gentlemen. We have so much going on right now. Listen, we have Iran about to be toppled, allegedly.
Anyway,
Allegedly, and we have the Minnesota stuff popping off. We have all this stuff. Is it me, CT, or is the world going crazy right now?
The world has always been this crazy.
Yeah.
We've always had governments toppled, governments fall, rise, always had civil injustice or civil unrest.
But you think it's heightened right now? It's the feelers are out there. It's heightened right now. Yeah. And it's what we call Be Brave, a powder keg. And it takes one explosion to just a series of explosions, as in, basically the civilization falling. Listen, I'm telling you right now, Iran is a real deal powerful country. But I believe, allegedly, we've been working inside their own government to overthrow that regime. And I think it's going to happen. I think it's coming to fruition. Go ahead.
Anyway, so back to the National Guard being called out by Tim Walz. Nobody realizes that she brought up an institution before the chat interrupted me. They brought up an institution that's charged with protecting the domestic tranquility and going to have them go against another agency that's in charge of maintaining domestic tranquility by getting rid of illegal immigrants. So there's the corporate machine bringing in that slam of those two agencies fighting each other. Now, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. The point, though, is that a governor threatened it, meaning this is where I'm saying that people don't understand the global corporate machine's manipulations and their filth of it. That was a very subconscious thing to pit that national agency against another national agency, both of them basically in charge of maintaining domestic tranquility. And they wanted them fighting. Just little shit like that that's going on with this. And all the mayors, the way that they're threatening ICE, the way they're talking about ICE. You got Fry, who is a small hat. You got out in Portland, I don't care what anybody says, that mayor's a small hat. You got these you had the governor of Illinois, small hat, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Talking about doing away with domestic tranquility. And we're not, it's very interesting. So basically, this is why I'm saying where white people, they just don't understand quite what they're up against with and I'm not saying catch on to the conspiracy. I'm just saying catch on to the fact, Whitey, that somebody wants you to be watered down a little bit, not necessarily by race, but just by power.
So Brave, in your opinion, I'm asking you a direct question. In your opinion, do you think that these small hats, as you say, are injected into places of power to ruin America? What is your point?
No, not ruin. No, not ruin. They're not gonna. This is always going to be the place that is a buffer for the global elite to land on and use as the military. No, they were just put in. They were put in place to keep whites in their place and to create friction. They create friction. Friction is their stock in trade. Yes. Okay. But cops versus criminals. Look at what this looks like now. The ICE, everywhere they go, they're doing. This isn't Derek Chauvin's going out doing shit. Questionable. Everywhere ICE goes, what they're doing is they're rounding up people that are supposed to be deported, and now you've got the law-abiding citizens that are stopping law and order, and they're being engineered into doing that. So I mean, this is all very interesting because I do not look at any of this as organic, not a goddamn bit of it.
So be brave. So me and CT worked in levels of law enforcement. You never have, right? So this is what I think. Just real quick, this is my opinion only, allegedly. I think the no cash bails and the slap on the wrists are letting these liberal people act a fool. Because remember, growing up, you didn't want to go to prison for 9 months, 10 months. But it just seems like people will smack a cop and get out with no cash bail. So
these protesters aren't acting a fool though in any horrible numbers. They're doing very well. So if you're bringing up no cash bails and no penalties for it, these white people are still, they're just getting in the way of ICE.
They are.
It's not like they're attacking them or anything.
Well, you hit someone with a car, be brave. That's attacking somebody.
Well, that was So she got what she had coming. Outside of that,
it is what it is. Yeah, yeah. And I'm no advocate for either side, but it seems like what I'm trying to say is that lawlessness seems to be taking over the lawful, and that's what I think we're looking at right now. You know, because the courts aren't punishing people like they used to back in the day. You know. That's just my opinion.
And it's my opinion that the small hat's behind that lawlessness.
So let me ask you a question. Why? All right. So Israel's.
Anybody hear the money George Soros is paying these protesters $8 million?
But Soros is not Israeli.
No, shut up.
He's Greek.
I don't shut up. No, he's a fucking small hat. Shut up.
He's Greek.
He's a small hat.
Soros is a Greek name.
I don't care. He's a small hat Greek.
No, he's Greek.
No, he's not. He's a small hat. Look him up.
Where do you make his money from?
I don't give a fuck.
Dipping?
You know what? There's very few people. As I'm getting older and on these channels. Okay. And anyway, I'm not even going to say it.
No, go ahead. Someone that challenges you that actually has a different opinion.
No. It's just you're a very annoying person.
Am I? And you're not? You're not a racist piece of shit?
Yeah, but at least I know I'm annoying. I don't think you know.
You're racist. Annoying. You're a racist, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm a culturalist.
Everything you say doesn't make sense. You contradict yourself on a daily basis.
I'm
you blame everything on the small hats. You blame everything on the small hats. You hate people of a darker skin. I mean, Uncle Bill, salute. I mean, the whole thing is that you don't make sense. Listen, you're very angry from something in your life. You're very angry. All I can tell you is this.
Yeah.
I love old people.
Have you ever thought that my life was so goddamn fortunate that I can be this assertive and not worry about it because of my good fortures in life? And maybe
your good fortune, fortunes let you be a good racist. Let you be a good racist.
Maybe a what?
So your fortunes let you be a good racist? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not a racist. I'm a culturalist.
Dude, you talk down about small hats, about black people. You talked down about Italians before. You talked down about Spanish people.
No, what have I ever said about Italians?
You hate.
What have I ever said about Italians?
Dude, you can't remember. You have.
Oh, shut your fucking mouth, you filthy fucking lying son of a bitch! I've never said nothing about Italians.
I'm not
say anything about them.
I'm not cursing. I'm not upset.
I am, you filthy lying son of a bitch. I never said anything about Italians.
Is there a reason why you're single? Because you speak like this, you act like this, you live in a basement.
You know what? You know what's funny about that question?
Yeah.
What the fuck you worried about whether I'm single or not?
Because you need love in your life, bro. I think if you had a good woman in your life, your heart would heal. That's just what I believe.
Thank you. Well, thank you for your concern.
At the end of the day, I think you're a good person deep inside, but I don't know what happened, how you fell off the path. But you blaming. Listen. I have an affinity.
You couldn't be anything other than a good person.
Right.
The fucking truth I speak.
I have an affinity. I have an affinity for the small hats. I have an affinity for them. I have a family member that is one. So all I'm trying to say is that you're talking about my family. So.
Oh well, too fucking bad.
Yeah, I'm
sorry.
I don't agree. I don't agree with you.
Well, I'm good.
I don't agree with you. I'm not.
I wouldn't want to think of that as a reality either, Mike.
And listen. I'm not cursing at you. I'm not threatening you. But you literally flip your wig when someone disputes what you're saying with your nonsense.
I'm just saying you're a piece of shit.
How am I? You know me personally?
No, I think you're a piece of shit. That's my judgment.
Be brave. You ever save someone's life?
I don't give a fuck. I think you're a piece of shit.
Multiple times. Have you?
Good.
Be brave. Do you think you're going to heaven when you pass?
I'm damn sure I'm going to where you go as a reward. If there's a reward.
Right. Let me ask you a question. When you go shit. So when you go to be brave. When you go through the gates of heaven. When you go through the gates of heaven, is it going to say whites only? You go through the gates of heaven.
I would like to see that.
Hey, real quick. Hey, Brave. I really wanted to talk about Iran. I wanted to talk about Iran. What's your take on Iran, buddy?
Thanks for dealing with me that long. Iran. It's obvious that the U.S. has different plans for them than what the U.S. has planned. The U.S. is in complete control of Iran, always has been, or should I say, small hats. The small hats, U.S. same thing.
You think the small hats controlled the Ayatollah?
Yeah, I do. It's kind of hard to imagine, isn't it? They're simple-minded, Bill.
Come on.
No, I mean, these people that live in their little protected, stupid fucking worlds, they think what they see is what it is. It blows my mind. But anyway, yeah, no, I think they have a different.
And that makes me simple.
I'm judging you to be simple. Don't worry about what I think. I'm a 2-bit old loser. If I call you simple, relax. Shouldn't worry about it. But no, I think there's something that is very they're just taking a different direction. It could be.
Bob says for the $20, Brave, on your time. I know times are tough or something. Have CT send you this $20? Go have a drink on me. Brave doesn't need the $20, Bob. Go ahead, Bob. Go ahead, Brave. Go ahead.
Oh, at least he didn't throw me off.
Nah, he didn't. Go ahead.
Thanks, Bob. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
CT, I love it when I get you. Chat.
Well, you're our favorite racist.
You are such a value to these streets, CT. That when I come up here and I get you some super chats, I just want to hug the person that sends you that super chat.
Absolutely,
you are.
Yeah. Brave, you believe that the Jays are behind the Ayatollah?
Yeah,
that is really fascinating. And why do you believe that?
Because they're behind all of the Middle East. They run the Middle East.
Really?
They've got London. You've got whoever the Gentiles and small hats combined in the global elite. You got London, the Vatican, and the Pentagon. They run the Middle East. Every little thing that goes on in the Middle East is set in motion or stopped or put in motion at this time. Yeah.
Well, then how did they screw up in 67?
Well, maybe it was designed to be a screw up there, Bill. You ever think of that in 67 there, Bill? Fucking stupid shit, man.
So you still didn't answer the question. All you did was
mock you.
Kind of make a dick out of yourself. Yeah.
That's all you're worthy of. You're a dumbass old white man.
Be brave. The biggest problem is that Israel will never be defeated because it's God's people.
I know it.
They'll
That's
never be defeated.
Right.
They'll
That's
never
why we
lose.
keep an eye on them.
It's God's people.
I tell people, don't fret.
And
Don't
you know
try
what?
to-
I rock with Israel. I rock with Israel.
How many times
As a Catholic,
have you heard
as
me
a
say
Catholic,
nobody's
I
changing?
rock with Israel.
Good. How many times, CT, have you heard me say nobody's changing any of this shit? Just live your life.
I agree, man. I agree.
CT asked me how long it's going to go on. You think? I said forever.
Can you imagine if Israel was like the size of like Canada, like with the amount of people and troops, they would take over the entire world.
Let's hear from the
They
actual.
already did.
Let's hear from
They
the
already
actual.
are. They've got our troops. Go ahead.
Right. Why don't we hear from an actual Iranian about
let's
the protests? Go ahead, Hafiz. Go ahead, buddy.
Hey, Hafiz.
Go ahead.
Well, how you feel about getting the
Good
country
evening,
back,
everyone.
buddy?
Salute.
Sorry?
Salute.
Go ahead, buddy.
Just
Sorry,
have any real numbers on the casualties right quick.
Okay, there's a few numbers flying around. There's nothing accurate because there's a blackout in Iran, but it's anything between 2,000 to 4,000 people, possibly in the last sort of 24, 48 hours. That's guesstimates really, because again, it's a complete blackout at the moment. There's no internet service, no communications with the outside world. My mom managed to contact some of her cousins over this particular telephone system that they managed to get a hold of, but he couldn't really divulge anything about what's going on because he was worried about getting cut off because they monitor everything. So he just said, we're okay, we're safe, we moved out of Tehran for a few days, and that was it. Really. That's the best we could get from them. So nobody really knows the exact numbers, but slaughter is happening for sure.
But your people are safe. Your family.
It's my immediate, kind of like my closest family. My mom's cousins, my uncles. Well, actually, I don't have any uncles in Iran. My auntie, and just immediate family. As far as we know, they're okay. But that's the best we could get, really.
Is your immediate family? Is your immediate family staying out of the streets?
Well, I don't know about the young ones because I've got younger, like 20-something-year-old kids. But the ones that are kind of my mom's age, my age, they're not really running out into the streets. They've got family and stuff, so I don't think they're going out. But their kids might be. But again, they're all very, very scared because they know if their kids go out, they're gonna, there's a chance they'll get shot, or they'll just get rounded up and then disappeared. Because that happens all the time. I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but you know when in Iran, when they capture a virgin girl, they have to grape her before they execute her because they can't kill a virgin under Islamic law.
Yes, you're right.
Hafez,
Yes,
man.
you're right.
Hafez.
Thank you, Muslim Brotherhood.
Hafez, can you hear me, bud?
Yeah, I can hear you, mate.
All right. How much are you looking forward to the anticipated strikes from Trump's Air Force this week that they're all talking about?
I mean, if they can damage it's
He's
a bit
talking
of
about taking out
it's
all the main military bases, right? He's talking about bombing them all simultaneously. Are you looking forward to that?
It's a double-edged sword on that one. You know why? Because already I'm looking at I don't know if you guys saw my live stream, and I did a report from London yesterday from the protest. There was a truck in Los Angeles that ran a bunch of people over, a bunch of Iranians who are part of the Mujahideen of Kelp. Mujahideen of Khal is
You talking about the U-Haul truck? You talking about the U-Haul truck?
Yeah, the U-Haul truck.
The U-Haul.
Now these are separatists. These are the ones that are anti-royalists, kind of separatist groups. The problem with America, doing any kind of strikes or doing any kind of assistance is that they're just going to label the Shah, the king, as an American puppet, and then they'll be able to start essentially inserting their narrative of the anti-American, anti-Israel narrative in Iran. They start seeding that.
Why wouldn't they label it exactly what it is, Hafez? I think the Iranians are comfortable with the American puppets if they put in the proper puppet.
The thing is, right now, number one, got to get rid of the mullahs, got to get rid of this regime.
Right,
and I'll
get
be
rid
honest,
of that American
I'm
puppet,
not
bring in another American
I'm more than happy if America assists. It's just that, as I said, this is gonna feed that particular fuel. It's gonna feed that fire, and then once the mullahs are gone and the bickering begins, which it will, the internal bickering and bitching about who's gonna run things will definitely begin.
How many of those mullahs and all that got to go first? Is there 10 of them? Is there 5 of them?
The thing is,
what are we talking about?
Okay, the mullah. When I say the mullahs, it's not the actual mullahs themselves. This is the IRGC. This is the Islamic Republic military corps. Now, this is the militant arm. This is like Hamas. This is like Fatah. This is like Hezbollah.
The
These
radical
guys are
guys.
fanatics. Yeah, these are the fanatical group which will pretty much fight to the last guy.
So are those the ones that are controlled by the Jews?
No, I
Be
mean,
Brave said the Jews run everything, so they could.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. But the fact is, these are the ones that they have to get rid of. If the,
I'm having
if the
to laugh
American
myself
military,
that you got to laugh, Javez.
yeah, well, I mean, it's ridiculous at this point. But the thing is,
you know, goddamn well the Americans.
You're against him bombing IIRG.
Everything before, everything after. Who
Hold
the hell
on.
is shitting?
Hafez, are you really against the United States bombing IIRG infrastructure, command centers, and military installments? Just
that's
that.
what I mean. That's what. No.
revolution.
If they, I 100% agree. If they do that, obviously this will help tremendously to get rid of this this strong arm of the Islamic group, and then hopefully the other elements will fall like dominoes. It's just, again,
How do you deprogram that young populace?
Oh, they're already deprogrammed in Iran.
They've had enough work in the last 10 years, you think?
People hate it.
Yeah.
Ordinary
As I said, this is
coming out unarmed against fully armed militias.
Yeah, they're throwing rocks against tanks. It's fucking sad.
You've got the young civilian population doesn't need deprogramming. This is just the IRGC members and affiliates to them. By the way, I'm seeing them on TikTok now. They have started a massive pro-Islamic. Oh, sorry.
Hafiz.
Man, KJ, I rock with you, bro. I'm glad when you call in. Brother, you're 40. Stop using Ebonics, man. It's nerve-wracking, my boy. No, man, just stop using Ebonics, man. What? Come on, man. It's 2026, man. Can we all just grow up? CT
beard.
boy. Jesus, man. Golly, can we stop? Go ahead, guys. Go ahead, Hafiz. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
Well, let me ask one question. Do you think there's going to be a big benefit from Iran being westernized? In other words, because I think they want to be more, like CT was alluding to, they want to not wear hijabs. They want to be able to listen to music. They don't want to, there's people that want to.
That place was a paradise in the 60s.
Dude, as soon as they become... Sorry. Go ahead, Bill. I had a
That
delay.
place was a paradise before the Ayatollah took power.
Dude, the minute they westernize and are sanction relief, the price of cheap crude, like the shitty crude, will plummet. Because they're sitting on a shit ton that they can't pump because the infrastructure is falling apart. The minute we're in there, dude, the whole energy market is changing globally.
And that cheap
topple, this whole fear of prices are going to skyrocket. Trump single-handedly is literally taking away the green revolution by making fossil fuels cheap again,
making oil great again.
Yeah, dude, it's insane. He's just letting it. Strategically making these hubs that have been the choke points for the other side of the world's market. It's 18% of China's oil comes from Iran.
When he took Venezuela, I knew he was going after Iran next. I knew it.
Dude, I'm just saying, like, that he's reshaping energy markets every day. It's not 2 months, like we're not even one whole year yet into his term.
But then
it's insane. Look, I'll even give Be Brave his credit on the dude. The global elites, whoever runs the show, decided that they're pushing back on the green revolution for whatever reason, because this reshapes all energy market. If Iran becomes an open country and they reestablish good infrastructure there in Venezuela, that'll take way less time than drilling new oil or any of that shit. and the prices will plummet. And
Perfect.
all high-grade crude in America will skyrocket in value because now you won't need it for the low-grade crude replacement. Dude, it's
Right, that low-grade crude is what our shipping is run on.
Yeah, the ships.
Yeah,
Bill,
Mike.
you're right. The ships. Yeah, you're right.
What I wanted to say about Iran becoming westernized, or the young becoming westernized, they are already westernized. This is not something they need to become. This isn't Afghanistan. This isn't Pakistan. This is what I mean. I've been saying this for a few days now. We Iranians are cut from a different cloth to the Pakistanis and the Indians and the Afghans and the Arabs.
You guys
We're
had
not
indoor
part of their
plumbing.
gang.
We have hotter women than all those groups.
You had indoor plumbing for 40 years.
No, seriously.
Well, yeah, but what I mean is,
anything, I'm going on that Persian women are by far the hottest of all the women, of all the ethnic groups he stated.
but no, all I'm saying is that this isn't about becoming westernized. We're already Western. When people say to me, did you really want to become Western because when you came to Britain, you kind of integrated well? I said, I was a European before I came to Europe. I just carried on. The only thing that's different between being, the way I lived my life or wanted to live my life in Iran and here is just the weather is shittier here. That's all. But the clothing, the food, of course, we have
And the
Persian food,
taxes.
but just generally the kind of lifestyle that Iranians live if you like, under the covers because Iranians have dual lives. They have the life that they have to live in the streets and the life that they live indoor. And indoor is akin to European lifestyle. They listen to the same music, they upload the same shit to TikTok and Instagram as any other European and American kid does. It's just they're banned. They literally go to prison if they show girls without their hijab on dancing on Instagram and TikTok. It's not like they don't do it, they don't want to do it, it's just they can't do it. They're being banned from doing it. And that's the thing that will be lifted once this regime falls, is that they can actually live the very life that they always want to live, and they have kind of lived in secret, which is a European American lifestyle. It's not going to be like this, like we have to completely change our lives.
Let me ask you a serious question, Hafez. When Iran falls and the Iranian government lifts the Wally chair sanction, are you moving home?
Hell no, he ain't leaving white land.
I'm in my Wally chair now. This is my Wally chair.
He ain't moving out for no white people. Tell him, Hafez.
You should be ecstatic, Hafez. First time in your life, you probably have hope about the future for your country.
Oh my God, dude, you have no idea. I mean, yesterday I was in tears like 4 or 5 times because I never thought, I'm going to be honest with you, I never thought I would live to see this day. I thought this would be beyond my years. It will be for a generation that I won't see.
It's amazing, bud. Hafez, we're watching history again in your country.
What's just real fast. We have never seen a president in the history of presidents. Now, Lincoln, of course, Washington. I mean, we have John F. Kennedy. What President Trump has done in this past year has changed the world. That's my opinion. What do you gentlemen think?
I think I predicted it before his election. I said they're going to get him to do domestic things that are going to get us to worshiping him, and then he's going to do things that are going to blow our mind internationally.
Dude, you ain't tall enough to be iShow Speed.
Yeah, you damn right, Seducer. iShow Speed is at a whole nother level, man. That's a whole nother level, dude.
Oh, yeah.
KJ, you can come on the panel, man. Don't worry about it. Come on the panel, buddy. Go ahead, guys.
Yo, dude, all I can say is that I'll give Brave his credit on this one. He did on this show call before Trump got elected that all this shit would happen if Trump got elected.
Yeah,
he did say it
because Trump has no F's. I don't want to curse. No F's involved. You know the F word, and Trump don't care. He don't care. He has nothing to lose. Trump is an actual legitimate billionaire. He doesn't need any money. He doesn't need any influence. Trump is going to do what's the best for the United States.
Okay. So it's not to follow up my very accurate prediction. I predicted that the global corporate machine was going to use him to do these things. This has nothing to do with Trump, the individual, in my opinion, folks. It has nothing to do with this silly person down here is speaking of. They're going to use Trump, and they're going to do some things that's going to blow our minds, probably still to come.
Sure. It's going to be a lot more. If Iran can actually break away from the, from their, what they're doing, it's going to be a revolutionary thing to where Iran will become a free nation, democracy.
I tell you what, I tell you what, Mike.
Yeah.
You know, the Europeans and I don't know, the Nobel Peace Committee and all these assholes may not give Trump the Nobel Peace Prize, but there will be statues of Trump in Iran and Venezuela for the next 100 years. I promise you, there'll be giant statues. They will make memorials of this man.
Dude, in
there,
Iran,
because
if
they'll
Iran,
appreciate what that man did.
if Iran falls, especially if Trump bombs like IRGC locations right before it falls, they will have a national holiday in his name in Iran. That's how they are, dude. Don't you know how your people are? They'll have Freedom Day, and then the next day will be like Trump Day, so they get a 2-day holiday.
People don't believe it's the stuff I say, but my uncle, okay, his last name was Spinelli. He's passed away. He passed away from cancer. Rest in peace. He had one of the largest heating and air conditioning companies in New York City. Okay, he lived in Oyster Bay. And make a long story short, he knew Trump personally. He told me, I never met Trump. I never met Trump. I probably never will. He said he was the most encapsulating person you ever met. President Trump is literally the alpha male of the alpha males. This man can manipulate world leaders. And you know what? He loves the military. He loves small hats. He loves everyone. But he doesn't love corruption. And
he loves America. That's all I care about.
That's it, brother. That's it. And Israel is the biggest backer of America because they are the foothold in that region for surveillance.
And he's got 3 years left.
Yeah. And, so that's why Trump has always been very, very close with small hats because
now I want to talk to Hafez real quick. Hafez, your folks are still alive, right? Your mother and father?
Yeah. No, I mean, immediate families that I know of so far, yeah, so good.
They're in London, though, right?
I'm in London. Some of my relatives are in England, but still the bulk of my relatives are in Iran.
Are your mom and dad in London or England?
No. I mean, my dad passed away some years ago, but my mom and my brothers and two uncles, one auntie are here. I've got one auntie in Iran and my mom's cousins and all the extended relatives.
But your mom is still in Iran then?
No. My immediate family, my mom and my brothers are in England. They're all in London.
Okay. What is her opinion? How does she feel about this?
That's a good question.
Oh, unbelievable. I mean, this is, as I say, she never thought she'd be alive to see this day, ironically. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because she saw it fall apart. I remember when it fell. And
she was there right in the middle of it.
My parents were freaked out because of my dad's job, and we were living in Germany.
Uncle Bill, this is literally, if Hafez, of course, is Persian, he's Iranian. This is literally like they're remaking their whole their country. This is catastrophic.
I know.
Good.
I remember when the Ayatollah took power.
Yeah. So, Hafez,
and so did Brave.
Yeah. It's like when us Italians got away from Mussolini. We broke away from the communism. That's the same thing. So it's just put it in paradigm, Gippian. Same thing. Put it in paradigm.
Hold on.
When Italy became a democracy.
Super chat.
Do you not see the super chat? Look at your screen. JC for $1.99. Israel responsible for all the Mideast wars. Yes, we are, because we are the harbinger of good, while the rest of you heathens are evil. Get used to it.
Can you imagine? Listen, guys, listen to me.
Bob said something nice about Hafez's dad above that.
Uncle Bill, I'm sorry to cut you off. Can you imagine a country the size of Rhode Island fighting off 6 different countries and winning?
You mean
that's hard? 1967. That's hard.
And U.S. military assistance. Jesus Christ.
No. That was Israel on their own.
Yeah, no, we had their back.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
we did not.
I would like to.
That's
Hafiz, how does the Ayatollah justify K-wording innocent protesters?
Doesn't matter.
They're heathens rising against the caliphate.
Well, let's say from Hafiz. Let me see. Hafiz, are you there, buddy?
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're muted.
Just email me, Brave. Just Hafiz, you're muted, buddy.
Sorry. Yeah. What's up?
How does the Ayatollah justify K-wording innocent protesters?
Oh, they just see them as infidels, rebellious. They are against God. In fact, this is how theocracies. By the way, I mean, you guys know how theocracies work. They align themselves with God. They are the right hand of God. So essentially, these protesters are now going against Allah. That is how they justify it. You are committing crimes against God. If you're committing crimes against God, what is your punishment? What does the Bible say?
Yeah.
You guys, I refer to you Christians. What does your Bible say when you blaspheme against God? What happens to you when you work on the Sabbath? That's exactly how they justify it.
You get smited. Yeah. You know, it's funny because, and guys, not to go too much into religion because I know we don't want to go too much into that, but religion is a real prickly approach because religion does make men mad. It does, and I contradict myself a lot, but at the end of the day, I have my beliefs. But Hafez, I am very, very happy that your people possibly, allegedly, will be free from this nonsense that has been put in place for so long. So
the funny thing is, a lot of people are saying like, "Oh, it would be great if Iranians would embrace Christianity." When the Islamic regime falls, it's like, believe me, they're not embracing any religion after this shit goes. They've had, if anything, they're going to go back to Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrianism is on the rise in Iran at the moment. There's a massive movement. All the Zoroastrian temples are full these days.
Hafez, it could be an atheist nation now. Who knows?
Hey, let me read the super chat real quick. Bob with the $5 super chat. Any word on how Gematria is going to call the strikes? Oh, good question. I don't know where Zach is at, but I'm pretty sure he's watching somewhere. Hafiz, good question. What is the original religion of your people, sir? And could you explain it to us? Because I have no idea. I never really looked into it. Go ahead, buddy.
Well, it's Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrianism is this is what I saw in some historic sort of documentaries and stuff. They say that is the progenitor or the inspiration for the Abrahamic religions. Zoroaster was like a prophet. He came and he professed a lot of. I mean, there's a lot of I don't know, should I say good and bad? There's hot and cold stuff in there. One of the main parts of Zoroastrianism, or one of the main quotes, is good thoughts, good deeds, and what was it? Oh man, good thoughts, good deeds, and good work. No, good deeds, which is good works. There's a third one. I'm sorry. I gotta look it up. But it was one of the first semi-monotheistic type of religion. Ahura Mazda is the main, like it's God, which is the sun god. Essentially, they worship the sun, but it's the sun god, and Ahriman is the moon god. So they had a duality, which is kind of what the devil and Jesus, God is, but. That's. I mean, I'll be honest. I don't know a lot of ins and outs. All I know is that they have this tradition of keeping the temple. There's a fire in the center of the temple, and some people estimate some of the temples have kept this fire going for like nearly 1,000 years, sometimes more. And it was only when the Muslims came, they forced them to sort of extinguish these fires that the monks have been tending to for hundreds of generations. It's just. It's got its own superstitions. It's got its own little quirks, but generally, it's a much more less prescriptive religion than Islam for sure.
Well, hang tight, Mike. Hang tight. Hey, Hafiz, let me ask you this: since you are Iranian, would you want Iran to be an atheist nation, given the opportunity?
I don't. No, actually, no. I don't want Iran to be an atheist nation because any more than I want not collecting stamps to be a hobby. There is no atheist or atheism. I just want them to have a secular nation in which they can actually select or vote in their representatives. I want it to be a representative democracy, either a republic like America or a constitutional monarchy, which looks like that's what's going to happen, like Britain. I just want them to be free. I want them to have some control over their destiny. Don't get me wrong. There'll be other countries. I don't want to mention anyone, Israel and America, that will want to manipulate the Iranian system and want to coach them.
I got a question for Hafez.
Sorry, let me clarify for you, Hafez. They will. Not they want to, they will.
Let me clarify. They've been doing it for 50 years or 100 years. Going to. Look, Hafez, this is a question, and I'm not being a smart ass. I really want to know this because I think it increases their chance of how serious all this will take. If are the Iranian citizens, do they at all consider themselves even adjacent to the white race at all? Not in literal racial matters.
The thing is, you know, the name Iran actually means Aryan, right? The land of the Aryans. We are the original whites.
So okay, so then
we're not adjacent to whites. We are the whites.
This is the beauty of it. So, in other words, do you ever hear Iranians talking negatively about white people as a race?
Look, it's not. We don't. The thing is, in Iran, bigotry is in a different level. It's in a different scale to bigotry in the West. There is an animus towards Africans. They don't trust Africans. They don't particularly find Africans. There is a lot of racism there. But as far as color racism in the sense of browner tone than a whiter tone, no, because they don't. Because I've got cousins that look like Indians. I've got cousins that look like Sri Lankans, but not like relatives. So we have got very dark-skinned Iranians. We've got very light-skinned Iranians like me. But we're not bigoted towards that because we're all Iranian. But we are bigoted towards the Afghani, towards the Pakistani, towards the Indian. They're bigoted towards them because of their culture and religion and society, not because of their skin color. We're not hung up on that side of things. And I'll be honest, yeah, there's a lot of racism towards Africans in Iran. I'm not even going to remotely sugarcoat that. I've seen it with my own eyes.
So, Hafez, what kind of talk do you hear the Iranian people at the ground level, if you hear any of it? What do they say about them, about their politics being shaped for them as much as it is? Do they blame any particular group? Do they talk about white power, small hat power?
Look, Iranians at the moment
Western
are
power?
beyond. Yeah, they're beyond that. They know that there's going to be. See, look, if you allow people to interfere with your country, they will interfere with your country. And the fact of the matter is, and they've had 47 years of brutal, theocratic Islamist regime, which has crushed every ounce of hope and sort of anything you wanted to aspire to. You want to be a musician, you want to be an artist, you want to be an engineer. These things are just crushed out of you in Iran right now. So kids don't give a shit. They don't care about white people. They're not about white supremacy and white fragility. They don't give a shit. These are not things they care. They don't even think about. These things don't even register. This is white Western American and Western European problems. This is first world issues. They're not thinking shit like that.
Right. The reason I ask it though is because the closer they are to white, that's just going to be real. I think it will be that much easier to convince the world to go into Iran and take care of that nation and put them up on a footing. I think a lot of people will buy it easier. The whiter they look, the more people will buy that. Like, just go in there and get the Khomeinis off their back. Get the Khomeinis off their back. And that's all I'm saying is the whiter they are, the better it'll be for the world.
To be honest with you, Be Brave, and I suspect there is some element of that. The fact that Iranians do look whiter than some of the other, some of them, not all of them, but some of them look very white-skinned, and Iran is the name for Aryan, may be the reason why the mainstream media and all these Hamas protesters and Greta Thunberg types don't come out to actually support the Iranian regime or the Iranian protesters and the Iranian change, because Iranians are too white for these people for them to support them. You need to be of a certain brown shade for these Greta Thunberg types to kind of come out and support you. It could be just playing into that. I don't know.
No, it is. I guarantee you, man. There's nothing.
You're
like
right.
that.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, there's
the
nothing
whole
like
thing. Be brave. Be brave. Just real quick.
Be
brave. Be brave. You're a little pasty white guy, right? And people like me, Hafez, we have Moorish blood, we have Persian blood, we have all these different bloods in us, and that's what makes us who we are. But I'm just telling you, you fight against it. I think, Be Brave, that you want to go back to, mustache man's, pure race theory and diversity. I'm just saying, diversity is beautiful.
No, diversity is the curse. Diversity is a curse, you fool.
You think
when it gets out of
diversity
hand, it's a curse.
So you think someone who has mixed with someone else's DNA, blood, is a curse?
No, I didn't say that. I said diversity in a culture, if it gets out of hand, is a curse. I didn't say.
So you're saying no?
Hey, Mike, I didn't say two people that love each other.
I'm going to circle you. I'm going to circle you.
I didn't say two people that love each other from a different race.
So you're saying that if someone is mixed,
love each other from a different
are
race.
you saying that if someone is mixed, they're damaged?
Shut this motherfucker up.
They're damaged?
Hold on, hey, Mike,
Shut the motherfucker up. I want to say this.
Mike, yeah, let him respond real quick. I want to hear what Brad got to say about this one. Yeah.
I do not think I don't care about two humans who love each other, what race they're from. That's a gift from God to that individual. I would never try to tell two humans who to love. I don't care where they're from.
Right. So Be Brave. Can I ask you
don't assign that to me?
Be Brave. Do you hate me because I have African blood? Do you hate me?
Could you please move on? Somebody else.
Do you hate me because I have African blood?
Shut the fuck up, you fucking sick motherfucker.
Do you hate me? Look at me. Look how dark I am. Do you hate me, bro?
No, I don't hate people. You're sickening. There's a different. I pity you.
I'm not sick.
Pity you, Mike.
How do you pity me? Because you drive a 1990 Ford Ranger in a basement.
Everything you do is some stupid fucking gotcha game or something. You don't speak as a man.
I circle you,
Mike.
Anyway, go on.
Just use I pity the fool.
Yeah, Hafez, I circle him. Hafez, my brother. I love my Iranian brother. Listen, all I'm telling you is that Hafez, Be Brave. Come out of the closet and just say that you love black men and you're a racist. Just come out.
Mike. Hey, we gotta be careful with all that because YouTube would get me for harassment. Hang tight. Hold on. Let's see. Here goes a beautiful Iranian woman.
Retard.
No, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous.
I feel like a lot of people are really uneducated about Iran.
When do your women normally hit the wall?
Did somebody call her gorgeous?
Yes, she's gorgeous.
She's back up there.
Brave, are you watching the same screen? Whoa, Brave, are you watching the same screen that we are watching?
I mean, she's not. Put her. Maybe I didn't see it close up. Put her up there again.
All right, here we go.
And that's not necessarily your fault. I feel like the American education system.
Yeah, she's a little prettier than I gave her credit for.
Teaching us about Iran, and therefore a lot of people are just unaware. And I think it's better late than never to learn. First,
what'd you say, Brave?
She's better looking than what I initially stated. Yeah, not gorgeous. I wouldn't give her gorgeous, but
CT, I dated a girl.
Iranian women.
Brother, I was like 19 years old.
Is my point.
Okay. PT, I was 19 years old. I dated a girl from Morocco. She had 5 brothers. It was terrifying. She was fine, but it was dating a girl with 5 brothers.
The feast. When do your women normally hit the wall?
They all hit the wall about the same sort of, 30, 35 is hitting the wall. But the thing is, in Iran, if you're not married by like 20, you're considered kind of a leftover woman.
No shit.
Yeah. Dude, in those countries, traditionally, you get married in your teenage years. You don't, I mean, don't get me wrong, there is a handful of like these sort of boss bitch, corporate girls who want to like go out and get a degree and shit. But usually most women that are like in their 30s and are unmarried, they're considered, essentially they're passing their sell-by date.
Yeah.
Hafez, her name was Sana. Her name was Sana, and she had 5 brothers, and it was terrifying dating a Moroccan chick. And they were all Muslim. They were all Muslim, and it was terrifying, brother. And I'm a Catholic, and they're Muslim. It was terrifying.
CT, just before you play this, I just want to say, look up a girl called Elika Labon. She's also an Iranian, has great takes on a lot of this Iranian, this protest stuff, and also she's not bad on the eyes. So if you want eye candy for the show, Elika Labon.
I have to look her up. Here we go.
I should just let you know that for the past 50 years, Iran and all its people have been under a religious dictatorship against their will. In 1979, 47 years ago, there was a revolution in which the Shah, the king of Iran, was overthrown and the monarchy ended, thus bringing in an extremist regime, and Iran became the Islamic Republic of Iran. Very, very important to stress to you. The Iranian people never, ever, ever wanted this to happen. They went from being a pretty westernized country to having all of their basic human rights stripped from them. A lot of the rights that were taken away were specifically targeted to women. An example, when the Islamic regime took over, they lowered the age that you can get married at for a woman from 18 to 13 years old in 1979. And then in 1982, if I'm not mistaken, they brought it down to age 8.
What? Oh, no.
The list goes on, and both men...
Is this true?
It's 9, but yeah.
It's 9?
Yeah, because
That's absolutely true.
Can I say one thing?
I'll show you a thing where they tried to change.
Why don't we actually have the actual Iranians as talk? Hold on for a second. Hold on. Go ahead, Hafiz. I mean, you are Iranian.
It's in line with Muhammad's marriage to Aisha. It's Islamic. I mean, the thing is, I don't know exactly whether you can get married at the age of 9. It's not really 8 or 9. It's just to do with puberty. It's when the girl has reached puberty. If she hasn't reached puberty by the age of 8, then they can't get married until she's actually been certified that she's reached the age of puberty. Ultimately, Islam runs on not numbers of the number of years that the person's been alive, but how soon they become pubescent. They enter puberty.
Right.
I have to go.
Yeah, as soon as there's grass on the field.
I have to go in real quick. I had a debate with somebody who was a devout Muslim, online, and they said, and this is a disgusting piece of trash, that a 9-year-old girl is a grown woman. That's what this person said online.
Mike, if you were in
They'll say it in person.
If you were in the same room with this person, would you have physically choked this person?
Yes. Yes. CT, my brother, I put him in a triangle. I would.
Good.
He said that a 9-year-old is a grown woman.
That's pretty disgusting.
Why do you think we rile against this shit? Why do you think we talk about Islam the way we do in Iran, on the internet? We've been screaming this shit for decades. There are literally 50-year-old men getting married to 12-year-olds in Iran. I know for one myself. I heard it like 25 years ago. Some dirty bastard mullah at like age 50 something took an 12 or 13-year-old girl as his bride, as his like 3rd or 4th wife. This shit happens all the time. This is the most vile shit, and Iranians now have been doing it because of the Iranian Islamic Republic, not.
Iranians as a whole, as a cultural thing, they do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This wasn't part of our culture. This wasn't part of our history. This was induced. It was introduced into our society.
And CT, you're not a father, right? You're not a
Sorry,
father,
go
and
on.
I'm not. CT, I'm not putting you down for not being a father. That's your choice. If you're not a father, you will be later in life. You will be. I guarantee you'll have a child later in life. But I'm telling you, my passion is strong. Right?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not playing games right now. You seen my son? Listen, these people are sick.
Yeah.
These people are sick to think a 9-year-old should be a bride. That is freaking disgusting, CT. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, Mike, you better look up what the fucking Talmud says, buddy. If you want to call people some sick, I mean, if you're going to do it, let's do it. I mean, I'm game. Look at that fucking Talmud says in places.
Hey, Brave, may I ask you a
No,
question?
no, but the difference is, be brave, be brave. Has Israel made it legal to marry 8-year-olds?
And look, I know that. I get it. All I'm saying is that's a pretty important book to small hats, and look what it says. Christ's sakes, just listen to what I'm saying.
And everything that you're quoting is very entertaining because you don't actually know what it says. You just heard other people who say
You're right, Gimpy. I'll tell you what.
In its original language, but please keep blaming people that you have no knowledge of at all and demonstrate daily about it. Please keep going on. Go.
No, be brave, be brave. My point isn't that ancient books didn't have fucked up shit in them. We all know they did. But modern Jews don't apply that shit. They have enough sense about themselves to know not to apply that shit. Modern Muslims don't. They literally make it law. So that's the major difference between what the fuck is in the Talmud and what's in the Quran, is that the people of the Talmud are not doing that shit anymore. They moved on. But the people of the Quran haven't. They still do it.
Let me tell you, remember the show Beverly Hillbillies? You probably none of you remember that.
Yeah, I do. Of
course.
Very moral show, very family oriented, very moral, very family oriented show. Granny said in 2 episodes, she said, yeah, if a girl ain't dating at 12 and married by the time she's 14, she's a spinster. She said that in 2 episodes on Beverly Hillbillies.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, in 1953.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, sorry, go on.
I was going to say, a movement wants to know, should Islam or should Western countries ban Islam?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I disagree. They shouldn't ban it, because if you ban something, it'll just go underground, and something as ancient and as embedded as Islam will just become essentially a black market religion. What you should do is you should recategorize Islam as a political ideology, not a religion. Then you can put it on the same shelf as socialism, Nazism, communism. It becomes the same as them, and then you can start deprogramming people from it, and you don't give it the platform it needs.
Can I throw something out there? Or you could do what Vladimir Putin did and turn Islam fundamentalism into a capital punishment crime where he'll destroy everyone you know and all your families related to you for doing it.
I like that one.
And they reinvent Islam into Sufism like they have in Chechnya, where the only form of religious war is the war for the state, and that's for Russia. So I'm just saying you can, do what he did and take a page out of his book, kill all the fundamentalists, and tell the rest of them you work for me now. There's that possibility. It's hyper effective since they make up the bulk of his special forces.
And women were negatively affected beyond belief by all these mandates and by the harshness of the Islamic Republic. There's not a single person of right mind in Iran that has ever wanted this dictatorship. So just like to say that there's a creator on here named Saya Soltani whose videos I love. And she just said the other day in a video she made that I just wanted to re-articulate. Nobody wants to be an immigrant. Nobody wants to leave their homeland where they speak the language and have their family and have their friends, to leave and go to a foreign place where they know no one, they don't know the language, they have to start from zero again. Nobody wants to do that. There are so many Iranian immigrants throughout the entire world, which just goes to show how many Iranians in 1979 or a little sooner or a little later left, fleeing for their lives, their livelihoods, and their families, and for a better future. Now to bring us to where we currently are, we are once again facing lots of protests that are happening in Iran. And the reason why these started about 2 weeks ago is because the economy has just tanked. So protests started because of that. Shops were going on strike, and the protests quickly turned into anti-regime protests. And now there are Iranians in more than 180 cities in Iran right now that are fighting on the streets for their rights, for a free Iran. The point is, more people need to talk about this and be aware of what's going on. Diaspora is currently filled with a lot of hope that these protests may actually truly lead to a free Iran.
Hey, Havez.
That tape was so edited.
Havez, what percentage of Iranian women look more like her, white, than the other looks? What percentage of Iranian women are looking like her as far as their skin tone?
Sure, and that's a great question.
Mike, are you Iranian?
That's a good question. So a lot of these women look Mediterranean. They don't look. They're not dark skinned. But the whole thing is
percentage, Havez?
I would probably say about 50%.
I'm asking Havez.
No, I'm talking. No, I'm talking. To you. Talking. To you.
I don't know. I don't know about 50%. I would say, I don't know about 50%, but because it all really depends on which side of Iran you're in. If you're in southern western Iran, which is close to like the Caspian, the Caspian, the Persian Gulf, then you get darker skinned people because it's a much hotter climate. Whilst if you go to northern east side towards Russia, you get blonde-haired, blue-eyed Iranians. Believe it or not, there are blonde-haired, blue-eyed Iranians and green-eyed Iranians. So it all really depends on which side you are. But I don't know, maybe a 30%, 35% are light skin like me.
So when you speak of them having
tans, blue eyes Italians, and there's dark skin with curly hair Sicilians, and we're from the same country.
Yes. The same with Iranians. Curly-haired men, curly-haired. They've got like what they call the Jufro. You know the Jufro.
Havez, when you say they're darker, are they tanned or are they just darker in skin? Period.
Darker skin. Because they have influences
I'm
from
asking
Mediterranean
Havez,
blood.
Mike. Do you mind?
I'm finishing because you're white. You're white as snow.
Well, I want to ask Havez.
You're white as snow.
I'm trying to talk to Havez.
I know, but we don't want you to.
Yeah, Mike. I'm sorry. The main character syndrome on this panel right now is through the roof. Can you get 5 words in, please, sir? I would like to hear. I know CT would like to hear from the Iranian.
Yeah, I want to hear from Dyke.
I'm pretty sure everyone else as well would like to hear from the
Iranian. Is it the tan that makes them dark, Havez, or is it natural born skin color? I'm being serious.
No, they're actually dark in the skin tone. They don't need to get a tan to get that. They're actually just
because I'm just saying the whiter the better for the world. The world will back this. The more whiter they are, that's why I'm saying I have all hopes that there's a lot of very white-looking people in Iran. The world will back this much easier then.
Be brave. Look up.
Say it again. Be brave.
Iranian. Look up North Iranian gypsy.
You think I'm lying?
No, be brave.
Hold it,
if you want to
not at all. I just said say it again.
I'll say it again. The whiter that nation looks, the better we're gonna go in there and kick ass.
Be brave. I can't send you the link right now, but look up North Iranian gypsy families or something like that. It was. These are like a group of gypsies who live in northern Iran near Russia, near the borders of Russia. They literally, because they haven't bred outside of their kind of tribes, they're kind of semi-inbred, to be honest. But they are the whitest, and